Are we live? We are live. How's it going, folks? Welcome to the Sunday stream. Good day to you. Oh, do I need to blow my nose? A second I started. Please. It's almost worse when you can't sneeze when you really need to sneeze. It's past. Time has passed me by. The sneezing of the lambs. That doesn't make any fucking sense. How's it going, folks? Hope you're having a swish one this fine Sunday. Lazy Sunday, wake up in the late afternoon. The sound of... I've no idea if that even picked up on the mic. Why is this already overflowing? Haven't I don't shake this or anything. It also makes me very suspicious when it kind of starts to overflow. Because it's like, don't they have like a standard where it has an exact amount in the can? In which case, what's making it overflow? Is something suspicious in there now? And then my mind gets going, and then I end up having to pour it out into a glass so I can make sure there's nothing but Pepsi in there. I've done that so many times. Yeah, how's everyone doing? White milk. 2, 1. Ah, so I was hoping it would do the exact timing. How's it going, Dave Auntie? Hope you're having a swish one. Jono, awesome to seize you, swish. That'd be a Bruce Forsyth reference. Now, I'm curious about Starbirth, because I'm surprised there's any missions that we can do in abandon mode, but of course Starbirth doesn't actually need people, unlike Soylent Green. So, it should be doable. Swishalicious, all you Starjammers. Hells yeah, Anton. Good Daisy. I've also got pinned... There we go. I've also got pinned the NMS10.online website. I think? Yeah, it's that. Which is the sort of... I don't know who's running the Twitter and website. But I don't think it matters who. It's probably someone we all know, but they're keeping their name out of it, so it's a... you know... So it's just about the event type thing. I assume that's why it's not obvious who it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're organising the event for... It's basically a player NMS 10 anniversary event. So on the 9th of August, which is 2 weeks from now, at 7 PM BST, which is 6 PM UTC, 2 PM EDT, 11 AM PDT. The idea is that we all log into the game at that time. Any platform, as many platforms as you want, log in, get that player count up. The goal is to beat the original 2016 player count for online, which I believe the overall player count may have been bigger last year than it was in 2016. It would definitely beat next update, but I think even if it did, it's only because we have more platforms now. So if you look on SteamDB, the player count on Steam in the original launch was 210,000, all-time peak. The peak last year was 110,000, so it's quite, you know, it's almost half. But I don't know if what people were saying was that it beat it, or it's the highest since then, because it beat Next, which was a massive one. Before last year, Next had been the highest because it was huge. You know, it was a release for Xbox. It was basically the original NMS 2.0, and it literally was like version 2.0. So yeah, a big event 2 weeks from now, Sunday. I'll of course be streaming as usual, but I'll be doing a special stream on that one, so make sure you don't miss it. Subsoft, how's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. Should Daisy. I've lost my living ship. My register is full, so I went to free it up that my ship wasn't on the planet anymore. Oh, that freaking sucks. Yeah, so living ships aren't just always there. Living ships are actually use the same crash sites as normal crash sites. So I believe any crash site also has a living ship variant to it. You access that living ship in a... There's a few ways to do it. I'm out of date on it now because like things were it was changed exactly how it worked, and I haven't done research since that change. I know some of the people have had to pinpoint, and so yeah, basically they use the same thing. So unless you have the thing active which makes the living ship there instead of a normal crash ship, you're either going to find a normal crash ship or nothing. So yeah, that's unfortunate though, man. Doing well. I just got back from breakfast with tea, and now I go on mobile whilst trying to spell Malakath. Hells yeah, dude. As we haven't, and I doubt we're going to get an emoji from Sean, I will be streaming Elden Ring again on Tuesday, and almost certainly Thursday. Yeah, I've got a vote up in YouTube for when people think the next update date is going to be. People are thinking 12th so far, and honestly I agree. I think 12th is the most likely. I think 5th is the second most, personally. Because, like, I think having the emoji for the update on the anniversary day is perfect, and Sunday isn't a day that can release a update. However, the 12th is also an important date anyway, and that is a Wednesday, which would be a release day. So yeah, like releasing the emoji on the anniversary and then like the update on another anniversary would be peak. So 12th, I think 12th would be the most poetic, like, you know, in a good way, not in a vengeance way. Would be like the poetic one to go for. So yeah, I think that's the one, probably. So 2.5 weeks, and we should have potentially have our anniversary update. We don't know, of course, so like it could be the end of August. They may have some delays. I believe part of why they don't tell us anything about the update is also so that if they have to just delay it a week so they can get something like more fitting. I know people complain about bugs, but if they didn't delay stuff on occasion, they'd probably have a lot more. So yeah, it's possible it'll be a bit later. I doubt it'll be earlier than that though. Yeah, I think Cosmos, like, yeah. The only reason I think the 5th is also potential is so that the update is already out for the 9th to make that whole, but that, I don't think they'd go to that lengths just for the player made like thing. Plus, if anything, that would be them interfering with the player one, so maybe they wouldn't want to boost the numbers past the player's efforts by having the update on at that time, which would definitely boost the numbers massively. So like this, yeah, there's so many different things this could be, but I think the 12th is definitely the most likely one. I'm just gonna blow my nose too. Hey-yo. Shabba shabba, oh, here we go. Oh, I've got tricky in my mind. People haven't been giving me more stuff, have they? The bastard. They've got pet eggs on me. These given to me by Dark Lord? No. Living fossil. Translucent spawn. Why have I got these? Why do these take up space? You dang it. They are anyway, regardless of why they're there. They are there. So, let's start the Starbirth. I believe, do I have a void egg on me? Maybe it's in my Spoople. For those who don't know, Spoople is what I call the ship. Maybe people have been giving me eggs while I've been here. No, actually, these look... Some of these... I think some of these maybe. I don't know. Wait, did that say this one dropped that off? No, no, if someone gave it me, then it would have their name, wouldn't it? I think. Anyway. Let's get the ship, see if we got a void egg. If we don't, we can just grab one. Oh, wait, why am I doing that? The ship's over here. Oh, as this is abandoned mode, we have the SS Swishness. Ship over here. I wish I could make this lower. like so it goes to the floor, but the design requires it to be to have another level below it. Oh, bloody jism! Bloody jism! No, that's a horrible thing. We don't want that. Nope, no void egg there. As we are, of course, on the words. As of course we are on abandon mode. This is our we don't have a freighter. I hope they add freighters to friggin' abandon mode. I want it. I want it now. I don't think there's going to be in any of these. This is like packaged tech from previous expeditions. What we're going to struggle with is a lack of living ship technology. Because without a freighter, how do we get the thing? How do we get like the... I think there is another way. But no, we need to do the freighter missions in order to get a certain item. I wonder if I can get that item in an expedition and then bring it over. That could be potential. Obviously, the Underworld Chronicles first book. Yeah, cool, man. Hells yeah. I got way too far into that. I'm taking a break from it because one of the books is really brutal. But yeah, it's good for sure. I don't think any of these are living ship stuff. So yeah, I nearly bought some back when we were doing the expedition because I pulled in the rate. I pulled in the. What the hell? Why can't I leave? Is there someone else's shitty ship in my way? I think it might be. Give it a second, and then hopefully that'll work. There's a fun one I've given a go at the moment as well. I tend to read a lot of different books at the same time. I'll take some breaks from some that are more serious. It's like I'm like way behind on ReZero and stuff because it's not a chill anime. It's like there are some times where it's like soul crushing and stuff. And you're just like, I don't watch this before bed. Like as with that, with books, I tend to be reading about 20 at the same time. About 8 to 10 actively. The others I'll probably go back to after a year or something. These book series is better to say. Another one I'd recommend that's way more light-hearted is The Magician Who Rose from Failure. There's some extra small text. Tales of War and Magic. It's way more chill. It's the whole trope of a noble who's not born with much power, like Mana. He remembers his previous life in another world, our world, and that allows him to think of things a different way, so he becomes super powerful, even though he hasn't got much mana. That's literally the synopsis, basically. Yo, Space Weasel, how's it going, man? I see the perpetual cakes, but what are those green cakes for? Did I have some green cake? Right, where are you seeing the green cakes? Were there some green cakes in this one? No. Was it just in my inventory? Where'd you see the green? Oh, down here? I'm not sure what's this doing the nutrient ingest now? Mineral analysis. They're not a big one, but I mean, may as well use it, get a bit of extra cash when you haven't got any fauna or flora ones. I can get out now, so it was another player's ship that was sort of merged into mine. Let's go and grab a void egg. Although it says the Starbirth The strange egg I carry. I don't have an egg. Do I just follow it and see what happens? Got Dreams of the Deep as well. Yo, Baleful, how's it going, man? See you, dude. Tonight I will be mostly eating cherries. I just realised that comment. Is that a Fast Show reference? By any chance? Space Weasel. I haven't seen the Fast Show in so many years. It's not a Fast Show. Okay. They're offering little. Yeah, cherries. We're like in the middle or at the end of a strawberry season, coming into cherry season. At least it seems that way anyway. Cherries seem to be everywhere and well priced instead of, well, it's still expensive. Cherries are pretty, but like, you know, not insanely expensive. So where are actually what system are we before we leave this? That's awesome. Incandescent rotting. It wasn't like a thing because I was looking for a system, but I've forgotten what the system I was looking for. Next, it's been about 2 or 3 bloody months. Just in case, let's stop in the space station so we have a link to this place. Just for the stream, I finished off. Hurry! Oh, what the? Did that just turn me around? Okay. I finished off a curry that I made the other day. It was so good. I had to. What the fuck is going on? It works that way, just not if I'm facing the space station. What is going on? Does anyone know what is causing this? Can I go to the planet near it? I can. There's literally just a space station. Maybe if I get closer, it'll be better. Anyway, highly recommend it. It's like a Japanese curry, but I did it with like a gumbo dark roux. I basically toasted a roux to like dark chocolate brown. And then threw in some curry powder, S&B styles. It's good. I've been there too. Oh, okay. It's super annoying. There we go. It's working now. Cool. And then slow braised or just slow stewed some just stewing beef and added some green beans toward the end. Oh, so good. A bit of garam masala as well. Highly recommend. Some tasty stuff, man. I'm still not a fan of this massive run. Although now I've stopped here, we have the link for teleport, so I actually need to go further. Hello. Rock cat, but thing is, I'm on permadeath. Rocket boots are terrible for permadeath. Because what if I just accidentally rocket off a cliff? It's so easy to happen with rocket boots. Now I could just unpackage and package them whenever I'm in here, but I think I've got a packaged one in the ship. So, is it telling me to go here? It is. Starbirth time. Oh yeah, I never found out what that Lord of the Rings bloody tune was. Let's see if I can quickly find it now. Lord of the Rings soundtrack, Rohirrim. The War of the Rohirrim. Maybe not. Oh, all right. They left us. It's duty bound to follow them, but I know where it'll end. If you receive this, follow my coordinates and secure the site. In case I don't make it back, please. My starship processes the coordinates from a stranger's massage. The transmission has decayed over time, but the location appears to be evolved. Some made banana bread last night, by the way. It's good. My first time making banana bread properly. Last time I tried it once before and it was stodgy and ugh. I found out that I think I used too many bananas and I overmixed. Terrible idea. Theme for Edoras. Oh. Wait, did you get that from what I hummed? Because if so, you're a fucking legend. Right, Edoras. Ba 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 ba. Things after that, my brain takes it to friggin' Jurassic Park. So Arrival at Edoras. Not there. Oh, that's it. Yeah. That's the one. New Sanctuary Rohan. Legend. Absolute friggin' legend. Nice. Right now, and now we know. Howard Shore is the goat. That was Howard Shore the composer for that then? I don't know. I should know. I have the Lord of the Rings extended editions for each of the first trilogy. Like I say the first, you know, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, not the Hobbit. Because when they came out, I think I was 12 when the first one came out, and my brother, my older brother, because my little brother wasn't born then. For my birthdays from then on, he had a job and everything then. So like, he got me every year for my birthday the extended edition of The Lord of the Rings. I watched the living crap out of those extended, like, outtakes and scenes and stuff, like all the Weta workshop and everything. Like 9 to 12 hours per set of content on those DVDs, like 6 DVDs or something. I watched them so much. I was obsessed, man. Thank you, Led63 man, for subscribing on Twitch. Very much appreciated, dude. How's it? Thank you for the support, man. But yeah, and thank you for doing that. So what was I in my head? It was switching it to the Jurassic Park thing, but now I can't think of that for some reason. That's Jurassic Park. Because I don't know what you call it, the musical phrasing at that one point is extremely similar, like really similar, and you can just switch between the two. Jurassic Park kept taking over in my mind. So did we get a thingy? Did we switch to Dreams of the Deep? Okay, here we go. Username, yo, maybe Onion Rings. Onion Rings are pretty awesome. Randy Nichols, good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well, man. Nah. I think you just know what he means when you do that. Considering the context. Motif. Is that? Would that be a motif? I feel like isn't a motif more of a like a focused specific thing as opposed to just one part of something? I don't know. Beautiful end of thing. Right, let's get to this bloody Starbirth. Shout out everyone, how's it going, Adrian? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're having a swish one. I used to constantly do that for mana with World of Warcraft for some reason. I kind of want to. I haven't got time though. I kind of want to watch all the like the things from like the extended edition DVDs and stuff. But it's like 20 to 30 hours worth of content. I haven't got time to watch that shit. It'd be a good 20 to 30 hours there. Super nostalgic as well. Why can't I land on that? Come on, let me land, you sauce. Oh, because I'm in a Corvette. That's why. What's Jason doing the Escape from Galaxy challenge? I feel like something like that in the main game would be awesome. Different kinds of challenges. Yeah. Like... I was originally planning like a big challenge. We'll probably never get around to it now. But like this was before they released the first expedition. But then Beebs did one that was like really close to it, so it was like kind of not sure the point of doing it now type thing. But yeah, it's I do like the idea of the challenges and stuff. Nearly parked my giant spaceship on your little house site. Yeah, it's pretty sizable, ladies. Pretty huge. It's just beefy. Got a bit of chunk to it. I always forget that these are abandoned modes. What class is this? B class, a 2E. If it was at least A, we could maybe find some cool stuff in the system. Remember guys, if you find an A-class cabinet, you can land and reload on the different planets in the system, see if you get a really cool model. Because that will almost certainly, if it's in an A-class cabinet, be possible to find as S-class. Then you can look for the S-class cabinet with that model in and be like, hello. You might not be like hello, but you might be. Yo, Adrian, man. Thank you for resubscribing with Prime, man. Very much appreciated, dude. Shadazy. Is there anything to buy from here that's useful? I mean, phosphorus is pretty useful. Other than that, not really. Right, so we're close to this thing. We're not that close at all. Bruce Walsh, how's it going, man? And super soft on the oh, for some reason I felt like switch platforms then. That landing pad for compact vehicles only. Wow, are you saying my vehicle's fat? Pretty confrontational of you, super soft. Know what I'm saying? Shouldn't that be telling me how close I am to the thing? Or apparently not. Oh, damn it, I landed. Son of a bitch. And once again, too friggin' used to non-Corvettes. We're not even that much closer. Son of a biscuit here. Friggin' Pretty Christie with a son of a biscuit eater. I'll say bitch. But now she got me saying these family friendly terms. That's a sizable little boost. Jurassic Park is another like classic movie. Remember, I have the. Oh, actually, I don't know if I still have it. Like, I had the Lost World on like VHS. I won a competition to get it, as well as like, I think there's a special book. Basically, I entered a contest in like a magazine, completely forgot about it, and then I just got sent like a VHS for Lost World and like a thing. When back then, that was really cool because there was no internet to get all your videos and stuff from. I mean, the internet existed, but it wasn't. You know, it was like the images took like a day to load and stuff, and it really pissed my brother off because apparently we'd already agreed that my brother would be allowed to get the Lost World Jurassic Park because our parents would never let us both get the same thing. So if we both wanted something, then we took it in turns on who would get the thing. That even happened with consoles as well. I think, what did I... So my brother had an Xbox and I had a PlayStation 2, I think? Yeah. But part of the deal was that I had to let my brother use the PlayStation 2 to copy music from CDs to his mini disc so he could listen to it on that. Because the PS2 had an optical audio out, so you could get really good quality sound. Just freaking nostalgic thoughts, man. Oh! Okay, we're close now. Good lord, this is taking forever. I'm not sure what we're trying to find, honestly. I don't really see anything ahead either. I'll pick up the hexaberry though, because we can make some anomalous donuts with that. We're getting hella faunus scannage. Is it a grave or something? Oh, there it is. Hi-oh! Right, Starbirth time, let's do it. Archive of Corvex Prime. Retrieval in progress. Log follows. Language transfer with non-convergent individuals now processed. Understood possible. But coexistence unavailable until the nature of non-convergent experience understood. Gek Viking, 2 removed. Must begin experiment with fewer variables. Control required. Experimental synthesis unit operational. Awaiting biogenesis materials. The ancient structure is a recording of convergence activity on Corvex Prime. It appears to contain the pathway for consciousness. What? For recreating a long-forgotten experiment. Oh yeah, will this give me the plan to be able to build the thing that matures into that now or something? I do not have the materials for the machine size as if in response to that failure it applies with the blueprint is what my egg has been seeking. Yeah, okay, so Hexite. Is this going to give me a way to get a Hexite? Trying to explain physical storage mediums to a generation who've never used physical info storage of any kind. I've given up now. Young people just don't get how revolutionary stuff like CDs were. I just think like the quality of CDs, it's WAV. Like waveform. CDs are still really high quality, like music. It's like analog music stuff. It's crazy high quality. It's just not as convenient. Like, the quality for music hasn't really improved. It's just got way more convenient. So like the old stuff that we've had for like decades upon decades is really good stuff. So yeah, CDs were fucking huge. It's like cassette tapes. It's like, but my guitar lessons when I was in friggin' school with my acoustic guitar, when I was 11. So that would have been... Or did I start when I was 10? That would have been 96, 97. Like, we were still using cassettes then. Like, CDs started to come into play as something the average person could use within the next few years. But like you could buy CD players and stuff and buy CDs, but you couldn't really use them yourself, as in other than listening, you know, as in to record things. But then like CD rewriters and stuff became a thing in the next year or two after that. Like, it became a big thing anyway. And then it was everyone, oh, I've got the new like listen trick, do you want a copy? So hypothetically. You know, Zane, I had installed the external network adapter on my PS2 just to play Siphon Filter co-op. Hells yeah. Yeah, consoles back then came with expansion ports and stuff. Like the N64 that had that expansion port to which you needed to play like Donkey Kong 64. There was a version of the game that came with the expansion thing. It was like quite expensive to add to your N64. Basically increase the quality of it by quite a lot. Oh, don't anymore. It was basically like adding a graphics card to something that was otherwise using onboard graphics to begin with. Like that kind of upgrade. So, let's see if we can get Hexite. How's it going to tell us where to get it? The egg has located a source of Hexite. Okay. Oh, it is telling where to get. Bit too far. Let's call the ship. You think is that one of those things you get from Central Camp wheelbarrows? I think that might be. Getting 250 might take a while though. You can also, you used to be able to get it as an option from guild staff before they, in the older PlayStation, as a gift from them. I'd installed the external network. Had a mini disc and had no idea the PS2 could do that. I always record the audio onto a disc. So yeah, my brother would hook up his mini disc player to the my PS2, put the CD in the PS2. And then record it through the optical, onto his mini disc. N64 also had a Command and Conquer game, but you need the expansion memory for that too. Mine had it, but also because Perfect Dark needed it. Yeah, Perfect Dark was such a good game, man. Perfect Dark was like peak. Perfect Dark, Mario Kart 64, Mario 64. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. There's another one that I would see as a peak game from N64. Like those four were my peak. Oh, GoldenEye, yeah, GoldenEye. I know Perfect Dark, GoldenEye. Perfect Dark is kind of like very similar, but so is Mario Kart and Mario. Yeah. So those five, those were like the five for me peak N64 games. I never played Donkey Kong 64. My brother had it, but I never played it. So I have no idea on that one. He always said he'll let me play it eventually. I never played it. Yeah, but my brother, actually, that's the same brother, now actually he bought it's an N64 emulating hardware emulator. Essentially, it allows you to play, it upscales old N64 games to up to 4K and can play them from the cartridges. You can even use the old controllers and everything. And it's in the shape of an old N64, though a bit shorter, like flatter. It's like a beautiful machine. I think it cost him quite a bit though. It's like 400, 500 quid or something. Like, odd job, holy shit. I used to own the game and trade that game for Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and due to this day I'm debating who got the better deal. Wait, really? Ocarina of Time was a friggin' peak game, dude. It's like one of the best gaming experiences of my life with that one. Like, I still sing the do 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 do. But if you're saying Donkey Kong was that level, I feel like I need to play that. I'm quite amused by how we spent decades making all our tech smaller and easier to carry until we invented the smartphone. Then it started going the other way. Yeah. So like, well, the thing is with the smartphone, this is more like a mini tablet. This is the Pixel 8 Pro. Might be XL, I'm not sure. It's a big phone. I've got pretty big hands. So like, you know. But that's why I like a big phone, because I can reach it fine with one hand. I want a big phone because I want the big screen. So like, because they made the phones be able to do video, play games and stuff. And like, I use mine more as a Kindle than anything else. Like, you can't, like, it's just a worse experience to have it too small. Also, Donkey Kong 64 also had some hidden games in it too, like 2 or 3. That reminded me of like Shenmue on the Dreamcast. Oh, that's such a good game as well. Like, I spent so long like doing the friggin', like, you could get a job in that game to earn money to get over, like, to do a trip to get to another area, and the job you got was like a forklift driver at the docks. You're just moving stuff. I had so much fun doing that. And there was also a bunch of different other like actual arcade games in the game which you could play, and that would be a full mini game inside Shenmue. Dude, it was so good. Yeah, I played to death as well. I still have Shenmue 1 and 2 on the Dreamcast, the original things. Still have my Dreamcast. Also, all those collectibles, yeah. Once the screen is in the corner of your sunglasses, phones, it will once again shrink to the size of a matchbox. Well, yeah, it'll shrink to as small as it can get without degrading the experience. So, like, once it's on like glasses or in a contact lens, then it only needs to be as big as as it needs to be to completely fill your vision at the distance from your eyes that it is. But like, if it was like in a contact lens, then you could have it be a tiny little, like, smaller than my little vape. It's not vape, but you know, foam thing. And that'd be great. Can it run Crysis? It cannot. You could get a game system for your home too. Ah, cool. I was very young when I played Shenmue and stuff, so like, that was the age of gaming for me where I really enjoyed the games, but I never fully understood or worked them out. So like Ocarina of Time, I explored like crazy in that game, but I don't think I really had the mind at the time required to work out many work out shortcuts and stuff like that. It's always blocked when you're out above the bug. Whee! Who am I? Also that cat feeding. Yeah. Oh, pachinko as well. There's pachinko in that. You ever played Breath of the Wild? I have not, no. Never played Breath of the Wild. What console is that on? Switch, is it? I haven't got a Switch. I'm not big on handheld. No, I know Switch allows you to like hook it up to a TV and stuff, but like, I have a PS5. I played it 2 times, maybe 3. Those were both to do with the channel, and I only played them on it because I couldn't play those things on the PC. So like, even if I had it docked, that's the thing. Being a gaming YouTuber, there is a weird, like, my perspective of games is so much different than it used to be, because I don't really play games unless it's almost like unless there's some way I can put it into my work. I think I would feel too guilty that I'm not doing work if I did outside of it. The only times I get around that is Valheim, because I can't just stream all the time. So between the streams, I'm still doing it, but I'm building up the save that is the stream save, so it's like a loophole. Yeah, it's weird. It's like being a gaming YouTuber for years. It's kind of twisted my view. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's replaced gaming for leisure entirely. It's not like I do both. That might be something to do with just like I never used to be someone who could play more than one game at once. I could only ever focus on a single game, because if I'm playing another game, then I'd rather just be putting even more into that other game that I was focusing on. However, doing this as a job has allowed me to enjoy multiple games at once. I wasn't able to do it before, because I'd just completely lose any motivation to play more than just the one game at a time. Only game for pleasure or pain, and the newest game I own is Elden Ring. The only game, oh yeah, so you only game for pleasure in the newest game, yeah. Like, wait, the newest game you own is Elden Ring, really? You haven't played a game that's come out since then? That's crazy, because it's been like 3 or 4 years. Do you have fun anymore, or is it all work? Oh, I enjoy it, yeah. Like, that Elden Ring, I've been streaming Elden Ring on Tuesday and Thursday now for about a month. It's certainly, if you look at the numbers, the analytics, the amount of people watching stuff, I'm certainly not doing it for the channel. I'm doing it because I'm really enjoying it, and I must admit, I wouldn't enjoy it as much if it wasn't for the few people who do show up for it, because it's like I'm gaming with the boys type thing. I probably wouldn't enjoy it anywhere near as much if I was doing it solo. There are differences. Now, there are other games, say, so immersion. Streaming a game cripples immersion, no matter what you do. I tried to get around that for years, but it's just not possible. You will massively lose immersion when you stream it, because you have to keep an eye on chat. You can't lose yourself in a game. That is probably the only real downside to streaming a game. However, there are many bonuses to streaming a game that aren't to do with business either. Like when I stream, it's actually one of the most stress-free times for me. I noticed this a while ago. So I had this thing a couple of years back called the Globus sensation. It's basically, do you know when people say, oh, you've got like a lump in your throat when you're upset or something? So I have that very regularly, like almost all the time. And it's it can be caused by stress, it can be caused by GERD and a few things and blah blah. It's basically the muscles in the back of your throat kind of like sort of spasm or almost cramp and stuff, and it basically just feels like something in your back of your throat. I get that way less when I'm streaming, always have done. And that is a sign that I'm way less stressed when I'm streaming. So yeah, I didn't realise it myself until I realised that I don't get that when I was streaming. I had it so bad at one point that it was hard to sleep. I had to sleep with my I had to lift my neck up, my head was back, sort of clear the airway more. Otherwise, it was just too uncomfortable to sleep. Really weird. But I was really stressed about that because I thought it might be the big C, like the thing in my throat and stuff. And that was during COVID, so it was really hard to see a doctor. I ended up seeing the doctor, and then it been nowhere near as bad ever since. Right, let's talk to this thing. Also, Aaron, yeah, I thought this was a food channel. It kind of is. On me. Also, Sanborn with the 3-stream streak. Hella, Shadez, do you good sir. Stress can do some weird stuff. It really can. Yeah, stress ain't good. If you can reduce your stress in various ways, do it. For me, honestly, the more I'm working and specifically being productive, the less stressful I am. If I'm not being productive, I'm having trouble with motivation or whatever. Those are the highest stress points for me. Yeah, I know it sounds weird because people say like you think you associate stress with being super busy. But for me, if I'm busy, which tends to mean productive as well, I'm way more stress-free. Next, to talk about pizza cake. Pizza cake. I'm good. Don't need pizza cake. Like I said earlier, made banana bread last night. So I had 2 bananas that were going off. First time I've baked something since I was a child that was awesome. Busy and productive also means occupied. So I'd say that would help to a degree, but that's just implying that it's only stress-free or less stress because you're not thinking about your worries or whatever. Which I'd definitely say, like, to a degree, it's almost like a level of escapism. But there are way better forms of escapism. I find the most important part of being the fact that being busy and productive means less stress for me, is that I find it fulfilling to create things. And fulfillment is one of the healthiest goals you can have in life, I think. It's like you shouldn't aim to be happy, you should aim to be fulfilled, and happiness is a natural byproduct of that. So yeah. There's many reasons. Pizza cake is saying people use it when saying something's really easy. Okay, I heard that. Oh yeah, dude, I picked up some duck and andouille gumbo from a local place. It's waiting for me in the fridge. Duck and andouille. That sounds like a solid mix, because duck's a pretty strong flavour, and andouille, as far I've never tried it, but it's a smoked sausage, and it's going to be pretty strong. This old winter it feeds into the what's that? So yeah, dude, if I'm working and jungling a bunch of shit and still not getting any solid wins, then it feels like feeds into stress. Yeah, so yeah, that's almost like that's a similar thing to like burnout, where if the payoff isn't good enough for the effort you're putting in, your body will almost try to protect you by trying to make you not do it in the first place. So it removes the motivation and makes you feel tired. Like, you know, if you have something that's really overwhelming, but you know you need to get it done, but you just really don't want to, because it's not going to really help that much. But not getting it done hurts. But getting it done doesn't help that much. So you're like, oh, I need to get it done, but I just really don't want to. And whenever you think about that you need to do it, you feel really tired. You're like, oh, I'm so tired, I can't get it done today, I'll have to do it tomorrow. That's burnout. You're not actually naturally tired. Your body's making you feel tired so you don't do it. Because the juice doesn't seem worth the squeeze. Pizza cake, so people saying that's interesting. I've never heard that. Look it up. Pillsbury made a recipe for it. Good lord. Nip nip birds help with stress. Not really a viable thing in this country. Burnout is pretty freaking rough. Yeah. I first got burnout around when I was doing Red Dead Redemption 2 when that came out in 2018, was it? Honestly, it's that burnout that I got then has never fully gone. that has affected me throughout the years since then, which is that was a long time ago. It's kind of terrifying. Like not fully, but you know, as in it's always been there, lingering in the back. On that, with Red Dead Redemption 2, I actually did well with that as well. The issue for me was that I was pushing it too hard. So, for that game, I would stream for 5 to 8 hours. I would then make 1 to 2 videos after that stream out of the stuff I didn't stream for the game. Then I would collapse into bed, sleep, roll out of bed, and immediately start streaming again. I did that for weeks. It's a really bad idea. That still affects me to this day. It's bad. You should be careful about that kind of thing, because some of the videos did really well, but a lot of the really well took a while. So it wasn't like it was showing the progress right there, and the streams themselves were just falling off over time. So like, yeah, that just ended up being like a really bad burnout for like months. Sure, no problem. It will be a PC. I think that might have actually been. I think I might have done the Spaces Device Mega Guide. Did that? Like that was the next big project, and that was like 3 or 4 months after it. I spent 2 months making that. That was ridiculous. It didn't need to take 2 months, but it did because I just had to keep pushing myself through it. Because I find with big projects, the bigger the project, the harder it is to get to the finish line. Just because once you've been doing the same project, for me creatively, once I've been doing the same thing, it gets harder and harder as it goes on. Also, I also find I primarily... this is going into a weird therapy session. I don't know if any of you guys relate to this. I primarily find that I enjoy the challenge, which includes testing a theory, doing all the work, the research work. And once I've done that, I find it hard to finish the project because all the fun, challenging stuff that I had to think for is now done. What step are we on for Starborn? We are on the first step. Same, I just think it's the 2020s. Yo, Paul, how's it going, man? The Crims, I don't know why. Man, edibles help me out for sure. Sure, no problem. It'll be pizza cake. Oh, piece of cake. Okay, that makes sense. Pizza cake. I am always... Oh, yeah. Right. Finish this real quick. Hell is made of 1 million unfinished projects. Oh, the amount of videos I have not finished for this channel is ridiculous. Like that I put loads of work into. Like I have full scripts written that I've never just recorded and edited. Most of them would need updating if I'm going to use them again now. I think 3 years ago I made a really good tips guide for NMS guide. There's like a guaranteed win as well. I know that video would have several 100,000 views now. I've no idea why I didn't finish it. Hostile consciousness. I'm still working on the being able to make sure I finish every project. Horrendous. Hostile consciousness override detected. Erasing. All records successfully bioencrypted. Magnetic elements rendered to unrecoverable hexite. Oh, so it's just going to give me hexite instead of showing me where I could farm it normally. That's nice. The freighter security system reacted to my presence, or perhaps to that of someone other uninvited visitor. Whatever prompted this response, however, I have the materials I require. Sorry for the piece of cake. That'd be silly. That's a piece of cake, that is. Yeah, so sorry for the... I know, we turned into like a glum. Like, we turned toward a rather glum subject with burnout. Sorry about that. I normally don't talk about, like, struggles and stuff on the streams. I feel like, if anything, like my streams, I don't know, a lot of people treat streams as like escapism, you know. It's like it's a bit of fun where you forget about your shit. So I'll try to keep that to a minimum. Oh, don't radioactive me, you bastard. Sometimes Burnout is good, screwing tires and smoke. Well, Burnout 3 was a game that Sean Murray worked on. So you know. All Burnout's bad. Yeah, but mining beam, ho. Oh, damn it. Now I was thinking, at least I wasn't singing Cemetery Gates again. Now that's in my head again. This will be the third stream that Pantera Cemetery Gates has been in my head. It's because the whole reason it got stuck in my head is Elden Ring. Because I defeated a boss called the Cemetery Shade. And so, of course, as soon as I defeated it, I was all... The Cemetery Shade. Also, you can blame the World Cup. Because the World Cup was using Cemetery Gates by Pantera as like in the background and stuff. Did that not give me anything? Was that a beacon for an abandoned freight you just got? Myth beacon. Did I just get that from an abandoned freighter? What? I've got a room. Yeah. That's weird, isn't it? I'm struggling for room. I'm struggling for room. I'm struggling for room. I'm struggling for room. Do 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 do. Gibbity dee when you have to scoot, but you're diddly ding dang doing. Oh, a motorcycle scanner. Oh, okay, yeah. You can. I think you can get those. Yeah, those come from here. You can get these from these, yeah. You can get these. You can get salvage frigate modules. These are obviously rare ones to get from these. You can get some really good stuff from these. You can also get some storage or like augmentations. I don't remember exactly which ones. Oh, bulkheads, I think, are one of them. It's about here. Doo-ba-ba doo-ba diddle doo. Salvage the tar. He could also chuck it up to Zane, he's weird. Just say, I mean, that's true. Fine, how's it going? Good song though, I'm mad. Yeah. Well, John's a reason it got stuck in my head for the second stream because he reminded me at the start of the second stream that he'd had it stuck in his head from watching the VOD of the first stream, and then it was just back in my head again for the whole stream. Oh, it's over there. Good, we like weird here. That's my stream. All the boop we gonna doop like deuce. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to put some of this stuff there. Let's see what I can put away over here. Goodbye, beside my door. Too much of certain things. Sometimes you do, but you have to skew when you're diddly ding dang doing. Keep it up a ski, but temporary, but you skibbity skew when you're skewing. I believe that would be salt and chlorine then. If it's good enough for me, it's good enough for you. It's good for them. Scooping and dipping and diddly-doo. After scoop-a-doo. Activated. Guess would that be... Oh yeah, just the bottom of the quartzite. So normal quartzite can go there. I guess this can go there. You skibbity-dee and you skibbity-doo when you scabba-dum-ba-rood. Dooby-dabba-dooby-dee-ba-ba-da-dee, scabba-doo-dee-ba-doo-da-ba-da-da. Oh, who did that song? I know I'm not singing any actual lyrics, but many of you who would probably get which song it was. That one might be able to go in there. Yeah, we've made some slots. You filthy slots. Nope. Nope. I'm Scooby-Dooby-Doo with the Scooby-Dooby gates. Yabba-doo. Mordite would definitely be here. But where? I need more than one of those. Was Mordite supposed to be here? Puggadoodles. I need some pugging for what I'm doing, don't I? Okay, that's freed up some space. Doots already have hella doots. Doot doot! Doot doot doot, better do that. Cool. It was written and played by the Scuba-Doobs. You know he's feeling brought up. 'Tis an earworm again. Yep. Right, I need to see who this is. If it's good enough for me, it's good enough for you. Good Enough by Dodgy. That one. And I won't play more than that because I'll get copyright. Building the content bridge. So now we have that. What next, Quost? Return to the ancient biogenesis structure. Can do, bruh. Need that dihydrogen jelly, do you? I don't know, but neither of those were the test that it goes into, I don't think. Whee! Oh, come on, you absolute sausage. Doing? There you go. No, it goes too far. There's always one, isn't there? Takes it too far or not far enough. Great episode of New Girl, where like Schmidt, it's brought up that Schmidt isn't good at thinking up pranks because it's always too extreme. So like one, he'll be thinking, oh, we need to get this guy back. So it's like, I know. How about we move something in his bedroom, and he'll be wondering, what the hell's going on? Something's different. And then like, that's a terrible prank. What? There's like, okay, how about I wait under his car, when he goes out, I slash his Achilles tendon and stab him in the neck. It's like, what? Stupid. Are we back at the right? We are. We're actually back at the thing. No bloody target bollocks. I have arrived. I'll sit on top of you. My right throne. Experimental synthesis unit operational. I have the jism. The machine accepts a biogenic machine I have assembled for it. I hear a hum, a rumbling echo of its past experiments returning to the present. Its outputs bursts a cluster of cells, some proto-tissue. What purpose did these ancient Korvax have in mind? A fragile neural stem. It's a stem. So, that needs to mature. So, can I not do anything until that's matured? The time gate is still like a day. I thought it was like an hour now or something. Well, we've done as much as Starbirth as we can today. Oh, damn it. Why can't I get the rest of the parts and let them mature while I'm waiting for the other one to? Paul gave me a curious thought. 8, 8, 26. 8 times 2 equals 16. 2 plus 6 equals 8. I'm saying I do kites. So you're as high as kites, and said weed is making you think that the number 21 or 23 is trying to kill you. But yeah, why did they implement a weight system to begin with? Yeah. This annoyed everyone when this was introduced. Right, in that case, let's do Dreams of the Deep then, all the way as well. Because we literally can't do anything more than now start. What colour's that? I'm not massive on the monochromatic and stuff, although this might not be a monochromatic, it's just got like a really dull filter. This does have a very Equilibrium type vibe to it, doesn't it? A bit of the old like utilitarian plus what's the other one? I've forgotten the name of it. Basically, you know, all-controlling thing that's just like every building will be made out of concrete and you will have no individuality. Now, do work, bitch. Totalitarian, that might be... Yeah, I think that fits. Book of Eli. With totalitarian, I don't really know the meaning of it. Is the meaning of this from the name to be that the government takes care of all of your things? It's like your total life is totalitarian is form of government where the state has total control over all parts of public and private life. Yeah, so yeah. Allows no freedom, bans of the political parties, and uses force and light rule. Yeah, so yeah. That it's like that kind of thing. Book of Eli, what's that? I've heard of this, but I don't know. Is it? Okay, it is. I didn't want to get myself in trouble. I was about to say, is that Denzel Washington? And then I was like, where it is? It's really small. If I say that, people are going to think it. Oh, so you think like every all black guy is Denzel Washington? No, it looks like him. It isn't. So, in post-apocalyptic state, Eli comes across a ramshackle town on his journey westward. There he meets Carnegie, a power-hungry man searching for a sacred book that Eli is tasked to protect. Interesting. Never seen it. And Gary Oldman. Ooh. Sounds awful. Oh yeah, like I said, yeah, totalitarian does sound awful. Right, so first of all, let's pop to our bases that have the graves there and see if we can get some more glyphs. If they've like reset, that'd be really cool. I'll also get my drank. I'm not having purple drank today. People have Yuzu Slayer. Is that 10th anniversary thing or an actual expedition? It's a player made. The pinned comment thing is a player made 10th anniversary meetup where everyone will log on the game at the same time to try and beat the 2016 launch numbers for amount of players online on the 9th. That's the idea for it. And that will be 2 weeks and 45 minutes from now. So of course I will be streaming during it. I'll be doing a special stream as well because it's kind of the anniversary for the 10th anniversary of the game. I'll be doing a special stream and I will be in game, likely at a particular place and everything that everyone can come and visit when doing that. So yeah, if you're interested, definitely come along. You have all the pole glyphs in this mode? I don't know, which is why we're going to go to the graves that we have bases by to see if we can get some more. And yo, Deborah. Deborah Doodle Dandy. On the best post-apocalypse dystopia films, A Boy and His Dog. Sounds familiar, isn't it? Like it's in the name. I've never watched it. I really enjoyed it. So this is... I feel like this is a hot take because it did really badly. I really enjoyed The Bad Batch. It's such a weird film with character. It's almost like a Grindhouse movie because it has some really big people. Like it has Jason Momoa, it has Keanu Reeves, it has Jim Carrey. It has this one model is the main character. She was very big at that time, I think. But like it's essentially about like a wasteland where people are thrown as sort of like a poacher. It's like a big like country prison that's essentially like a desert. So it's really hard to get any food and water. And like there are different groups in the desert. Jason Momoa's part of one of them, which is a bodybuilder group. They tend to be cannibalistic to get the protein and stuff. It's really weird. I like, yeah, right at the beginning of the movie, the girl gets captured by the cannibals. And she doesn't get away scot-free either. And like, yeah, it's just really good. Like, it took me ages to realise Jim Carrey was in it because he does not look like Jim Carrey. I'd recommend giving it a watch if you're looking for a movie one time. Trophy Grave 2. I guess we'll get that one first. My 2 is a Road Warrior or Tank Girl. Tank Girl, no, no. The Starbirth has that last mission where you use the portal, is why I asked. Oh yeah, but does it require us to have the glyphs for it? Or does it just work like some of the other ones? So like in the somewhere in the Artemis path, like you use a portal several times and it just dials it for you by clicking an option. You don't actually dial a proper address. Hello. Yes. 7 out of 60, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Got another one of them as well. Cool. A shame that we don't have a teleporter here. Do I have things to build? What? I don't have a teleporter plan? What? What the frickery chicken, bruh? Let's get some bases built in this bloody mode. How's it going, Random Pilgrim? Hey, Pilgrim. The Bruno Entanglement. I've never heard of that either. Someone's telling me all these movies I've never heard of. Okay, if you want some obscure movies, here's two. First of all, Vexil. That is an anime manga movie that I just found by chance once. I found a metal case German version and thought it looked interesting, so I bought it. Pretty good movie. It's like, in the movies about Japan has been cut out from the world for like a while completely, so everyone doesn't really know what's happening, and the world, it's a bit cyberpunky with like corporations ruling the world and stuff, and it's one of those, you know how like in the 90s and the early 2000s a lot of manga movies were made that were really kind of just out there and wild as hell. This is one of those, but without nudity and blood and cum and stuff, which are like a lot of those older ones had. Like Urotsuka Doji. Good lord. There's like 5 of those and they're all horrendous. Well, actually, I don't know if they're all horrendous, but like... I think I've never seen the first. I think I've seen the second, maybe. I haven't seen the rest. But they all look like they're the same kind of horrendousness. The Bad Batch, never mind, I looked it up. Oh, I did say... Oh, what movie we talked about with Jim Carrey? Yeah, sorry, yeah. Sorry, I think I said it, but it was right at the beginning, and then I started talking about everyone. Yeah, The Bad Batch. I actually used... That movie is what... Oh, no, it wasn't that movie that got me into it. I think it was Chappie that got me into The Antwoord. Not particularly now, because turns out they're like real, like evil scumbags or whatever. Rumour-wise, anyway. But they have this song of theirs is in The Bad Batch, and I used it in a video, and I just sat the copyright claim. I was just like, this is gonna get claimed, and I'm fine with it because I want to use the music in the video. It was Fish Paste by The Antwoord. This your ma's a puss in a fish paste jar. It's like a really big insult saying, yeah, like, oh, I'm gonna describe it, just Google it. Calling like someone fish paste in South Africa. Japanese regards to Utopia movie nowadays, but basically it's really good. It's got like mechas, it's got kind of an underground rebellion, it's got open markets that are both futuristic, but they're like, it's like an old school bazaar and stuff. It's just cool, man. There's really good music in it as well. It's got some like Asian Kung Fu Generation and stuff, and if you're a fan of anime music, you'll like the music in that one. Yo, Disney Alone Star, Hella, thank you for the Prime sub, very much appreciate it, and hi to you. Thank you very kindly. The other movie stars Lucy Liu and David Hewlett. For those who don't know who David Hewlett is, he played McKay in Stargate and Stargate Atlantis. He's in this. The main character is neither of those two. The main character, I forget his name. Probably saw it. It's a sci-fi, like, thriller, espionage. It's really cool. I'd recommend it. Don't look into it too much. If you like a bit of sci-fi and a bit of like mindfucky, like cult classics, if you like Donnie Darko and shit, it's nothing like Donnie Darko, but if you like that kind of movie, there's a good chance you'll like this kind. Yeah, Cypher, Cypher. Recommend. And yeah, Lucy Liu, and obviously Lucy Liu still quite young in that movie as well, looking fucking amazing. So, she looks fucking amazing for her age now. Lucy Liu was very good in Sherlock TV show. Yeah. I watched a bit of that until, like, the person I worked with, I was like, oh yeah, I'm really enjoying this new show. And he's like, oh, do you mean the one where this happens right at the end? I'm like, what the fuck you, asshole. I was like, never really got back into it. I put through no. What? Hyperdoodle dandy. Trailer for Neuromancer looks pretty good. Oh yeah, I heard something about, like, there are some new movies in the making, like Neuromancer or whatever. Like, it's being... I mean, that'd be cool. I've heard, I've been told I need to read the book for that many times. Isn't Neuromancer like the origin of cyberpunk? Also, I've heard. Right. Do we have... Oh, Travel on Grave One. Yeah, when I was a young lad and a teenager, I was very much a fan of Lucy Liu for obvious reasons. Yeah, she was awesome in played a perfect part in Kill Bill as well. I think this she was in so many movies when I was a kid. Why did I build those walls like that? Doesn't matter. Yeah, boy, another glue, another day. Hello. That's saw Lucy Liu was a cameo in X-Files. Eh? Oh, me. Do I have a third one with a traveler grave? Apparently not. But... Awesome. That's lovely and loud. I'm glad my neighbor decided to do that while I'm streaming. Awesome. Hopefully won't last too long. Okay. The Japan minivan camping chick is back to drinking again. She celebrated with a 2-litre mini keg of Asahi Super Dry. There's make all kinds of loud noises. Once funny messed up TV show, try Brain Dead. It's a comedy mashup between West Wing and Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I know, John. It's like 6:30 or something. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, he was standing in the wall like 7:30 yesterday morning. Like, just really loud. Woke me up. Actually bought. Earplugs. I wonder if I move my mic like this. It's the wall's there. It's literally the one he's drilling. If I move my mic like this, will it be? Yeah, not helping much. I might just mute while that's going on. Just hold mute down like for. Ugh. Fun all day. Bye, Crane. Fun all day does his name. It sounds like someone trying really badly to play a trombone. Like they don't know what music is, but found one and started trying to play it. Yeah, it's drilling. Sucks, man. So it's yeah, I know. Here's what it is. So let's try Dreams of the Deep. Let's do that. That was a kid in a drum kit a few doors down. Right, do we need a specific... I think is the one Polly Reed, have we still got that? Because I noticed we have a base up and down Polly Reed. Oh, I had to go again. Ready to mute. That sounds like screws going into the wall. So hopefully the drilling's done. I got violin. Worst I have as a kid. And right, I'm cool. Yeah, how's it going, Trayman? Hope you're having a swish one today. God, there's too many systems in this fucking discovery list. I still wasn't sure what that was at first. I must have thought someone had a byte beat hacked. Polly Reed should still be called for Polly Reed, I think. Zemboku. Oh, here we go. Let's see, does this system have a water world in it? Oh no! Of course it won't, it's not a purple system. I don't need a water world to do Dreams of the Deep. We want worlds with water on. Shall we do Dreams of the Deep here though? Yeah, well, let's pop to the Swarm Expedition Paradise Planet that had the Sage thing on. Oh! Why am I going up there? Oh, he's put me underneath, that's not good. Not particularly bad either. Wait, yeah, I can make them, so why can I build one at the other one? He didn't show me that. Fuck. Weird. Very weird. What to get my 8-year-old nephew for his birthday? I know, a stylophone. Oh, is that bat? Type 1. That's like a sort of saxophone plastic thing. You just do a thing. Jack Black loves using one. Is that it? Yeah, you gotta... I definitely... Just this make me laugh when like grandparents get their grandkids like drum kits and dirt bikes and stuff. It's a great video of like a grandparent and their parents and the kid's parents like sitting at like at a bench outside, and the kid just like goes past really fast on like a little mini quad bike, and the granddad's just laughing his ass off, and the parents are like, fuck's sake. It's a tiny keyboard that uses stylus. Oh, okay, cool. That sounds pretty cool. We are here, lad. Oh yeah, fucking Darkwood put the flags in, didn't he? Royal flags even on Sage. It's my childhood. Eh. Dreams of the Deep. Mission using nearby structures. Oh, and there's my spoople. That's why we call it spoople right there. I still Dreams of the Deep. Holla, they still do expeditions. Liliana, how's it going? They certainly do. The Swarm Expedition, which actually finished on Wednesday, is the 22nd expedition. That's the 22nd, like, unique expedition, not including Redux, is which pretty much every expedition has had a Redux. There's been a few extras as well. So there's been like 50 total if you really think about it. Based on dirt, tracks, go-karts, hell yeah. I mean, when I was in Cubs or Scouts or whatever, the one time we went to this one man's house is very wealthy man's, like had a massive like giant garden. I can't remember why we were there, but yeah, but he had quad bikes, and we're allowed to like have a go on them at one point. And like he had little woods. Those on the end of his like I was near connected to his property. Part of it was a woods, and I end up accidentally pulling off like a perfect wheelie going to the woods and shit. Terrified myself, because if I'd have gone and rolled back completely, it would have been very bad. And thoroughly enjoyed playing with on a frigging quad bike though. Frigging awesome. The only time I've ever been on a quad bike. I used to love mountain biking when I was a kid. Like I was one of those ones who had like super tanned forearms and back of my neck, thanks to never being indoors. The story's getting very weird. Why with some cubs? I was thinking that as I was saying it. I was thinking, like, why were we there? I think the guy, like, because I didn't meet the guy. I don't think any of us meet the guy. The guy just, I think he was maybe friends with the scout leader. And he just, like, allows the scout leader to bring the cubs or scouts and stuff once a year to, like, just, I don't know, have fun on his land or whatever. He had a big land, like I said, he got woods, quad bikes. Yeah. Because I never saw the guy. I don't know. How is it not getting, how is it no less sus? The only, you're just trying to frame it to be far more sus. You need some ground to stand on if you can do that, Train. He didn't have a white van, did he? Probably. Like, so this was a guy on Roman Road. So in the area around me, there's a place called Roman Road, and every single house on there is worth millions. This was like a house on Roman Road. We didn't even go in the house. Like, the house was massive. Like, I'm talking... Like, it was basically a manor. You know, like you could call it a mansion. Manor type thing. The garden, his garden was about 4 acres. And then he had a woods that was around the garden. There was another 6 acres or something. He touched it right in the petrol intake, man. It was brutal. Is that a name from A Wheel of Time? What? It's just that. What name the hell are you talking about? I mean Forking Crazy. Oh yeah, you're the one who doesn't have the land to stand on, Train. So yeah. I can't think why though, other than it was just like, oh yeah, my friend allows us to use like his land for this thing or whatever. Yeah. Because in the Scouts, I don't know what you guys do in the US. I know the US had a problem with Scout leaders and stuff. I don't believe that was such a thing here. So I can see why Train is going toward that because of his own horrendous culture, but yeah. Four Kings is a town in the story, also place Four Kings battle. Four Kings? In what story? Sorry, Devante. Oh, Wheel of Time. Okay, I was thinking you said something like Wheel of Fortune. Did you have huge tracts of land? I feel like that's. Does that mean something different? Is that like a dodgy saying? Manners ought to have them. Oh wait, what's that? Was there a drawing room? I have no idea. Like I said, none of us went in the house. No idea. All right. So yeah. In like Beavers Cub Scouts or whatever, we often did. Well, actually, yeah, you guys do like camps and stuff, don't you? So, like we did. There's certain like camp areas. There's like a Woodlands camp is one of them. That's somewhat around here. I have no idea where it is. I don't think it's too far though. There was one called Bryn Tersilio, which is in like the south of Wales. That was really cool. I only went there once. My brother went there a few times, the bastard. So Bryn Tersilio is an old school manor house that is basically like it was remodeled into a sort of like camp thing. So this was the thing we went through with the school. So basically, the area around the manor was like a load of woodland and stuff, like whitewater rapids and everything, all that kind of thing. And they have all this like do kayaking, hiking, climbing, loads of stuff. And like Wales is very mountainous. It's beautiful for that kind of thing. Like that was really cool. I think there's another place though, but I don't know the name of it. But I have memories of like there was a river that went through the campsite, and I can picture the inlet where we ate, where there was like the drink. It was like there's a whole thing because this was like camping, so like everyone had to bring their own like cup and everything, cup and like bowl and cutlery and stuff. And if you wanted a drink, you could get normal, you could just get water, or if you wanted something like, there was always be a giant cooler with about 20 liters of squash in it. I don't know if what you guys call this. So like, you know, when you have like Ribena or something, or like orange squash that we call it. So like, or Ribena isn't orange squash, that's blackcurrant. But essentially, it's like a very concentrated like syrup, and then you just add water to it to make a drink. Really, we specifically just called juice. Actual fruit juice would be called juice here. Although, I mean, a lot of the juice in stores is from concentrate. But generally, juice would refer to something more reminiscent of actual fruit. What I'm talking about, though, is like it was always had that saccharine flavour to it. It probably tastes way better now, but back then it was all saccharine. So like it was overly sweet, and it was that weird sweetener flavour. But yeah, basically, there was a giant 20 to 50 litre cooler of this in the centre of camp, and you just dipped your cup in when you wanted some. And it was like, I never thought about it, but it's like, good lord, it couldn't have been the cleanest thing. And like, there was always a few flies like floating in it. And like, there's always like a joke of like, oh, you get some protein. Like this, like it was one of those things where like, if you complained about it, you'd just be called like a girl or something. Not being a girl. Juice is my beverage that comes out of a vending machine. Oh, that beverage. Would you say a river runs through? Didn't I literally say a river runs through it? I'm guessing, is the river, is that like a reference to a song or something, Train? Conservation land. Oh, conservation land, like a national park. As Poker Bad beat, I changed my name, Poker Channel, to it and used it ever since. Yeah. Forking, dorking, ducking. Good lord. What's ducking? I'm not sure I want to Google that. Sean Godbike. It's a cold juice. So I'm just trying to catch up on chat because I was yapping for a while. That's the juice is in Japan. Oh, yeah, like, that's been in Duolingo recently. Juice. Juice in Japanese is juice. Broccoli in Japanese is burokuri. There's a lot of words in Japanese that are just saying the English word with Japanese, like, syllables. The flies were like raisins in grog. It was the river that broke me. What? A movie. Okay. Food confusion between Brits and Yanks reaches a peak when trying to explain Horlicks. Okay, I'll try and explain Horlicks then. So, Horlicks is a malted milk beverage. It's essentially a glass of warm milk with malt added. That'd be the best way to describe it, I think. And a bit more, and a bit of sugar, I'd have thought. Does that cover his space, or do you Americans understand? Does that make sense to you? Would you heat this drink in the microwave? You could heat it in the microwave, or, as we're British and every single British person owns a kettle, which, as far as I know, not every American owns a kettle, do they? Some people make tea and coffee with a microwave or something. Make that coffee with a machine, so they use the microwave to heat water. It just makes sense, but it also sounds weird to me. Like a freaking train trying to stir Jason up on Zane's Street. Wait, Jason's here, what? Have I missed Jason? I do not understand what's going on. It's food fusion. So there's a lots of different Horlicks drinks now. Oh really? Okay. Yeah, I haven't had it since I was a child, basically. Nah, but if he was, he would have spoke up. So what would he have spoken up about with what was spoken of here? Do you see Bigfoot at that campsite? No, although so some are big now. I think, were there any? I remember going camping with a church group. Well, I was in more like Cornwall, I think. I really don't know, Kent. Like, we're taught like that was like the one with the scouts and stuff. I was really young for that one. Jason is anti-microwave. Wait, why? What? Why is he anti-microwave? Microwave is an amazing invention. I used the microwave to heat up my meal, the leftovers that I had of my beef curry with all my stream. Microwaves are amazing. It's so inconvenient to not have a microwave. My brother doesn't have a microwave. And so, like, I had to, when I was house sitting for them, like whenever I was obviously going to cook more than one portion of everything. So like, I had to store like the extra portion of chili or something in the fridge. And then I had to completely dirty a bunch of pans again to reheat it in a pan because they had no microwave. You know what I mean? It's their house, they can do what they want. But like, I brought it up, I was like, how come we don't have a microwave? It's just like, yeah, well, we thought it wouldn't really be, it'd be fine. We don't need a microwave, but it's been really inconvenient. Like, yeah. At camp, they would paint a councillor silver and he would randomly appear. If a camper caught him, they got a free stay the following. That sounds amazing. Although, that also, yeah, why can you turn everything to do with camping and kids into something horrendous? It's like, yeah. It's like the second I started talking about bloody cubs and scouts and stuff, everyone's in the chat like, where'd the toucher? I remember one bunch of cubs at camp were terrified of the nighttime sound of a screech owl. Proper character building that was. There's one thing at a place called Woodlands Camp that I went to. Like that was it wasn't really camping. Like that was a camp where you didn't camp in tents. But that actually had like little dorm houses. So it was all bunks. So there's like 20 of us lads in the one bunk and then the girls in another one. And like, might have been in 40 or something, I don't know. There's a lot of us there. But like, I remember that. I really found out how terrified of heights I was there. So like, they had a climbing tower. There's a giant wooden tower with a load of climbing things on it. And then you abseil down the other side. I remember being stuck in the middle halfway up this thing, petrified, couldn't move. And like, in the end, like, they had to talk me into just keep carrying on climbing, because going down is even worse. Well, it's called Woodlands Camp. But you didn't camp in tents. They had a cow as well. It's called Daisy. There's just a cow in the middle of, like, there's just like a small field around where the dorms are and stuff. With this cow. These dorms are literally all purely wood. They're little cabin type things. Like, little ventilation and shit. And, anyway, yeah, like, I ended up freezing on the wall for ages, holding everything up. They managed to talk me into going all the way up. I gave it a few minutes trying to abseil, but I just couldn't lean back. Because you had to hold the thing and then lean back fully to like almost horizontal over the side. I just couldn't bring myself to trust the rope. I think I could probably do it now because I have a greater understanding of like how strong a rope can be. But when I was that age, like, I would be walking on like a pier and I would look through the gaps in the wood on the pier that I'm walking on, see the ocean really far below, and that would really mess me up because I'd constantly think, well, what if the bolt around that wooden plank is like rusted and it'll snap off? What if the wood is rotten and it breaks? Obviously now I can just, like, I'd be able to, if just one plank snapped, I'd be able to save myself. When I was a kid, I was like, I had no faith in being able to hold my weight up and stuff if I was falling through a gap. Plus, I was smaller, so I could fit through small gaps. Yeah. I don't know. Like, is that autism or is that something else? What is that? And I definitely overthink everything. I think it's just neurotic. Neuroticism, maybe. So when you scale the Cayley Divine Tower, do you get flashbacks? No. I don't. It doesn't like games don't affect me. Like the way, I mean, I do get like a fear of heights in games when it's like that, but I don't get, it's not the same. Very different. It's almost, yeah, it's almost like a game version of it. So it's like, it's nothing like real life. I'm with you. I was so afraid of needles that they used to have people come in, hold me down. They don't faze me. Yeah, I never liked needles. I've always just looked away from it though. As long as I looked away, I know that I might feel a bit of a prick, but I know that person's just trying to do it up now. I might feel a little bit of a prick, but at that point, it's kind of done. The worst is over. The only thing that's worse if you're at the dentist and they put the freeze in, because they don't just jab the needle into your jaw, they put it in and then squiggle it around, tearing through your gum to get the stuff all around different areas. That shit is horrendous. I'm terrified but also exhilarated by heights. I still tense thinking about someone belaying me in rock climbing, and I much prefer the auto belay. I'm not sure what belay is. Called fishing. Wait, what's called fishing? You got virtual heights from a 30-foot fall. Oof. Yeah, 30-foot fall's pretty. That's pretty big. Like, you could die from that fall. You'd probably just break your legs. But or be worse. Like, you could be crippled from it, but like, you'd probably survive. I think you'd be more likely to survive that. The movie, the needling around. Oh, the moving needling around is called fishing. Really? What? Why? Wait, so, dental freeze. Fishing. Does Google come up with anything to do with that? Looks like the search term dental freeze and fishing were combined, but they refer to completely different topics. Dental freezing is local anesthesia used to numb the mouth, while freezing fishing. Oh, for goodness sake, Google. Yeah, I've no idea then. Oh, it's a bad thing to do. Okay, it lacerates the gums inside. Yeah. I was never a big fan of it. I've never had fishing at the dentist, but I always liked going. Belay is the rope climbing. What's auto belay then? What would it be, the auto rope climbing? What's this? So, it's normal. People won't go near a cliff edge in case it crumbles. The cliff weighs thousands of tons, so your weight is meh, or the wind might blow them off. Just like when the wind blows you over when you're... So if it's normal, why was almost everyone ever fine with walking on the pier, but I was looking down constantly concerned about falling in? Doesn't sound normal. They left us. We are playing a game, aren't we? They left us. Duty bound to follow them, but I know where it will end. If you receive this, follow my coordinates and secure the site in case I don't make it back, please. My starship processes the coordinates from the stranger's message. The transmission has decayed over time, but the location appears valid. Auto belays with an automated machine holds the line. Oh, as in, like, if you're abseiling, so instead of just you holding the equipment that the rope goes through to, like, keep it tight and not move, there's a thing that just holds that for you or something. That's autoplay. Any good nurse knows you poke, inject meds, retract, and go for another spot. Well, so, like, yeah, I mean, we're talking about when I was a kid, so, like, it's possible my memory of it is way worse than it was or something. Like, he probably actually moved it out enough, but to me it felt like it was way deeper than it was, so he couldn't have pulled it out or something. It's probably that. You favour YouTube chat then? What are you talking about, Sambo? No, I'm literally reading a combination chat of both. However, I can't scroll that one up, so I have been scrolling them individually multiple times. Did I miss your one comment or something? And right, what's this? Oh, I thought I allowed that from Space. Oh, it did, but it still has the unallowed. Have you tried climbing in VR? Oh, I didn't miss that because it was Twitch. I missed it because the auto mod one from Space Weasel was directly after it. So after reading that long comment and allowing it, I then forgot to carry on scrolling up. Remember one bunch of cubs at camp who were terrified of the nighttime sound of a screech owl? Oh, yeah. So, tried climbing in VR. I haven't tried climbing, but as soon as I got my index, I did go into No Man's Sky and jump off the Sinon Tower. So as you're responding more to YouTube, only because there was more comments on YouTube. That would be the only reason. I'm not. If anything, I would say I was giving more attention to Twitch more recently. If I was going to if I was given any more attention specifically to one. I would not trust a machine to belay me down a cliff. I just wouldn't want to belay down a cliff either. Yeah, but so I just get my dashboard back. Yeah, it might have seemed that way for like a moment or something, but it wasn't the case. I must admit, it's easier to read the YouTube chat than the other two. So maybe that has like an unintended bias or something. Because I can see more comments on it. Dark Lord, how's it going, man? Oh, not trust machine. Oh, and wife and I do zip lines and ropes courses. I believe the term is extreme sitting. No rolls today. Hells yeah, man. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't expect the rolls, Dark Lord, so you don't need to worry to think I'm, like, expecting every time you jump in or something. I'm very appreciative when you do it, but I don't expect you to do it whenever. I'm gonna say, you've done a lot recently anyway, man. Holy crap. A wife and I do zip lines and... it retracts the slack, then we let go, it lets you go slow descend. Okay. I think I'm caught up. To demand proper treatment as an adult. What's that? So I'm betting your memory's spot on. It's a common practice with lazy nurses. No, it was never, for the dental stuff, it was never the nurse. It was always the dentist. And the dentist I had, who I'm thinking of when I was very young, was actually he was a good dentist. Like, he was a really nice guy as well. So I don't know. Maybe that was just like the one thing, because no one's perfect. Maybe that was just the one thing he was a bit shit with. My whole life, and I only was able to demand for treatment. That sucks. Yeah, like when I was a kid, I think, was I 10? I ran into a wall while laughing. Basically, we're playing it or tag, and I hit 2 front teeth first into the wall. I remember waking up, and my mother was there, so I'd been knocked out for a while, long enough for like the school to call my parents and my mother to come, and I basically knocked the like the bottom half of my 2 front teeth off. So like I've got half crowns. I had to have like root canals and everything on both of them. So yeah, I've had experiences with dentists since I was young. Unfortunately, I have a morbid fear of dentists because the dentist I had was a World War II German dentist. Can't say the word. What? The hell? That's insane, Sanborn. Good lord. Yeah, I don't remember the one I had when that actually happened, but I remember having to go there a lot. And then my next one, who was the dentist for like half my life, was a really nice guy, and he's the guy I'm thinking of. And like I remember him showing his nurse the crowns. It's like see, this is like a really good like job of it type thing. It's apparently really hard to do because they're basically just glued on like half crowns or whatever, and they've lasted for how long now? Like almost 30 years. They're pretty crazy. He was I need to get some I want to get some veneers over it just because they don't look great. Oh, P.S. He wasn't German. Oh, okay. Oh, you're just using that word as in to describe that he was evil. And he was really bad and didn't have a choice as a kid. I suffered so much pain. That sucks, man. The word you can't say is British. I feel pain Sanborn. I hate them too. I had bad teeth and have lots of issues. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. Like, bad dentists, like, just inconsiderate, uncaring dentists. Like, I have a number of friends who are scared of the dentist because, like one of my mates, he had something when he was a kid, and they put the freeze in, and they made him wait 5 minutes, and then they brought him back in, and he was like, I can still feel everything. And so, like, they made him wait another few minutes, and they went back in, and he's like, no, I can still feel everything. And they didn't believe him, so just carried on, and he could feel everything. It's like psychos. That should be sure. Like, that's true. That's like abuse through neglect. That can't be. That has to be abuse, like illegal in some way. Fuck, man. Anyway, he's had a lot of problems because he just refuses to go to a dentist. I think he's been to one in the last like 30 years or something. At 13, I had 7 teeth removed in one. Oh, fuck, man, that's brutal. Full notes and found it. That's worth a try. Wait, we just want to try what? What are you on about? Planet Free. Oh, what's this? I don't think I've ever Planet Free filled in there. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've done that. It was interesting. Numbing wise, there is a limit they can give you. Oh yeah. I mean, I think I once had 2 full injections in because I had an abscess on one of my back teeth once. So it was a tooth that I had as a kid stupidly opened beer bottles with my teeth, and one of the times I did that, it chipped off a piece of the tooth. That tooth, many years later, ended up kind of collapsing when I was eating something. And then I had to go to the dentist, obviously. And he did a root canal and then a crown, and it didn't last. It got reinfected. I ended up having, and the antibiotics they gave me didn't really do much. So I ended up having an abscess for 3 months straight. During this time, at one point, I was going to the dentist's office every week, every other day, and he was drilling he'd put a temporary filling in, and he'd drill it, clean it out because the antibiotics weren't doing much. And basically, he was trying to keep it as clean as possible so my immune system would take care of it. But after about a month of doing that, he was just fitting me in whenever. This is the one who I said was like a good dentist, by the way. I would just turn up there after work, and he would, as soon as he had 5 minutes, like if he'd put some freeze in someone and they had to wait, he would pull me in, and we didn't have time to like numb. And I'd had an abscess now for about 2 months at that point. So I was kind of used to like serious intense pain because I'd been working like on a cold area at work with this pain pretty much constantly for months. So it didn't even bother me that he was drilling it with no stuff. So he'd drill it, like clean it out, repack it, and then put a temporary fill, and then I'd go back. In the end, he just pulled it. It was like, look, I don't think we're going to be able to save this. I think it's in your best interest if we just pull it. And I was like, yeah, just do it. That's the one gap I've got. Fortunately, it's at the back, so you can't really see it or anything. But that shit was mental. Like that 3 months of it's either 3 months or 6 weeks. It's a long time ago now. Having an abscess for that long is fucking horrendous. Tooth pain is brutal, man. Holy shit. I had no, like, painkillers did literally nothing. So like paracetamol and ibuprofen At the same time, max dosage did nothing, didn't do anything at all. The only thing that did do something that I could get, because they didn't give me any prescription painkillers or anything, I just literally had to deal with the pain for weeks, was Bonjela. The Bonjela has clove oil in it, so it has that numbing effect. So I was using several tubes per day and just constantly keeping a thick layer over the gum by it. And that took about 20% of the edge off, which was worth doing. I remember my boss was would get anyone who finished their aisle, because I used to work in a supermarket, anyone who finished their aisle early would jump on with me to get mine done quickly so I could go home early. Because I worked on chillers, so the cold made it even worse. That was a rough bit of time then. When I had my wisdom teeth removed, I forgot about having someone take me home, so I just drove home blasting Queen after the anaesthetic. Laughing gas. The shot already went. Holy crap, Lord. Off lurking for a few after the supply store, office supply store. Hells yeah. Novocaine only half works on me, and they had to switch to N2O. I've never had Novocaine or nitrous. I don't think I really use nitrous in the UK. With surgeon doing. You have to ask why someone would want to spend their day looking into people's mouths with a drill in his hand, especially when a lot of those people are going to have really bad breath from like a dodgy tooth or something. You know, if someone comes to the dentist and it isn't to check up, it's because something's wrong, and that something wrong is often going to be like a cavity, and cavities stink. So like, I would not want to deal with that every freaking day. Just people's halitosis or whatever in your face while you're looking in the mouth every day. Oh yeah, that sounds horrible. What the God? I've got a newfound respect for dentists. I saw that someone in bloody A-Train's Discord server called halitosis. I'm like, why would you call yourself that? It's horrible. Okay, we're pretty close. Just drive forward a bit then. We can make sure I haven't missed anything. I would not trust me. Oh yeah, so watch on. You know there is an event. Dane, you know there is an event happening August 9th. I mean, what are you saying, Dark Lord? Yeah, there's a pinned comment talking about it. Yeah. Is that a serious question? Or or is that a Dark Lord thing to say? What does no mean? What are you saying no to? I said multiple things. Frank, oh, the dead tooth wafted over. It's stinging my nose. Oh. Yeah, is that Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Where's that one girl who's got the dead tooth? And Dennis is always like, so, well, teeth into cleaning solution. Oh, I have a proper routine now. I use floss and I use water floss. Highly recommend water flossing, by the way. It's so good. It just like it gets, if you get any, like if you have like a meat or something that gets stuck between your teeth or whatever, use a water floss, man. It gets it all out. It's great. Good shit. Highly recommend. Oh, my ex-wife had horrible halitosis after we started dating and got all offended when I told her that it was why I wasn't wanting to kiss her. That should have been the first red flag, but no, I ignored many. Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, like, that's the thing, that it's a really rough thing to bring up with someone, isn't it? But it's also something I would want someone to, like, you know, be chill about it. But if I was having that problem, like if if I was just breathing stank into their faces, I'd want them to tell me. Not like shout it so everyone can hear, but you know, just like let me know so I can deal with it. Yeah, I mean, if you do like use like a water floss or whatever, and you know, make sure you brush your teeth every morning and night, you're gonna be fine. Like you're not really gonna have those issues. But like I don't think flossing is like a big thing in the UK, unfortunately. It's not like a cultural thing. I wish it was more. A diamond in a dead tooth is still a dead tooth, Maureen. Get it out of your face. Good lord. You could tell between simple bad breath and the smell of decay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Right, I think I'm pretty much caught up, I think. I used Candid to straighten my teeth. It was all mail order, and I think they had some legal issues because they're making you go into the dentist now. Oh, okay. On those 13 and 17, and else believe Jack the Ripper. Anybody else believe Jack the Ripper was a dentist? Right, cool. Yeah, I'm caught up now. Sweet. I would definitely tell someone if they smelled decay, yeah. That's the thing, I mean, that's the thing, I wouldn't tell anyone. If it's someone I'm just bumping into, like, maybe they were a friend like 20 years ago, but I haven't seen them for 20 years, and we just bump into each other. I'm not gonna say, like, tell them that they're best things. But if it's a friend, like, or a family member, I mean, I feel like I really should. But like I said, you know, you'd be chill about it. And obviously, if it's just like if it's just once, maybe, I don't know, they have issues, but they are dealing with it, and just that time they weren't on top of it or something. I don't know. Maybe a waiter at breakfast wouldn't get told, but... Yeah, maybe a waiter at breakfast. Is this the place? It is. That does open the debate for duty of care. What do you mean by duty of care? What does that refer to? Like, let's see, is this like a common saying? Duty of care is a legal and moral obligation to take reasonable steps to keep other people safe from harm. It forms the foundation of negligence laws and applies whenever a person or group's actions could foreseeably affect. Ah, that sounds more like... Duty of care says more like consideration for your fellow man as opposed to like stopping them from harming themselves. What a safer experience. Healthcare. Whatever happens if it is broken, breach of duty. So yeah, that sounds like duty of care is more societal consideration, maybe. Heavens to Betsy, I was almost a minute behind the stream. That happens, man. Sometimes it just, you know, circles a bit. This has been a really weird stream. I think I prefer the food talk as opposed to... God, the topics we've had today have been really fucking... Like, they've been really negative topics. I'm not sure I want to keep this VOD up. Like, it's been a mixture of kind of burnout / depression, stress, then fears, neuroticism, jokes about scout leaders, then we move on to some other stuff, and then like horrendous dental care. Order a call, I'll have a cheeseburger. a co-worker in a previous job had really horrible bad breath, so we used to encourage him to eat sweets, and he reported us all to HR. Well, that's the thing. So the sweets, I'd have thought, if it's like decay and bacteria, isn't that like a double-edged sword? Because, like, at best, it will mask it for a bit, but it will also feed the bacteria and make it so much worse. Unless it's like a sugar-free xylitol gum or something. Today's been a grab bag of topics, a good one to fall asleep to. Oh god, if you want nightmares. Breach event, if you are listening, you have likely found our final log. Was your canter promoted? Alright. Oh, you saying that was the call to promote it? Ah. Well, I mean, I've promoted it multiple times, but I'll bring it up again, I guess. So, by the way, guys, on the 9th of August, which is 2 weeks from now, did you say that at 7 o'clock or something? So it was bang on the time that it would happen. So, in 20 minutes less than 2 weeks from now, there is an event happening. I've pinned a link to their website above, so if you're interested, it's done by @NMS10thanks on Twitter or X, or the website nms10.online. I'll be releasing a short for it tomorrow as well, with the details, which is basically what I'm saying now. Essentially, everyone's gonna log on at 6 p.m. UTC or 7 p.m. BST, 2 p.m. EDT, 11 a.m. PDT, and we're all gonna log in at that time, or be online at that time. In No Man's Sky, on whatever platform you play, the goal is to try and beat the original 2016 launch thing, which, like, on Steam is 210,000 people, was the all-time peak. The next highest is last year's update, which was 110,000 on Steam, and then the one before that was Next, which was like 106,000. It's really close. So yeah, if you're interested, we'll be having a special stream on here, because obviously it's during the time that I always stream on a Sunday. So we will be having a special stream on that day, where we'll lots of nostalgia and stuff. So yeah, drop on by. We'll also be in game in a specific system that you can jump in. I'm tempted to have a special system where, while we're doing the stream, people can build and stuff and get over there, and maybe like the Tuesday after that or something, or at worst the Sunday after that, we can see what people have built and stuff. We haven't done a building contest for ages. So, yeah. I stopped chewing gum when I was young, right after I had pulled out my filling with the gum I was chewing. Bloody hell. At the time, never had gum from then on. Had coffee, food is hours away. So for breakfast, I had black coffee and chili cheese omelette with hash browns, buttered wheat toast from my boys and berry jam. Hells yeah. Social aversion to stuff like bad breath is based on a survival instinct. It's telling you to avoid this person because they don't care about themselves, so they definitely won't care about you. That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense as a statistic. Obviously, it's not, like, definitely true, because many people hate themselves but care about a lot of people around them. The whole self-destructive thing. But I could see that, like, it's a good signifier that someone, you know, it's like, it's how, like, a lot of attraction is based on, like, looks-wise, is based on, like, youth and stuff. So things like having a more rounded face or something implies youth because you've still got the fat around your face. Where if the fat has sunk down to around your jaw, that signifies older. It's the same with, like, when you're younger, it happens on your whole body as well. The gravity brings it down. So when you reach, I think when, like, women reach, like, menopause, the fat distribution completely changes and it goes to more like hips and ass and legs. instead of and like gut instead of like boobs and stuff, and like the fat distribution goes down, goes more paired instead of hourglass, that kind of thing. But this is definitely getting on into weird subjects here. Would it then be such that only PC players would count towards this goal and not console players, since you're going by Steam? No, I just mentioned Steam numbers as an example because that's what I looked at earlier. So that's the numbers I remember what they were. I have no idea if NMS 10 group are tracking these numbers. I don't believe PlayStation and Xbox numbers are made public, but Hello Games will have those numbers. So I guess if it does reach that, Hello Games are definitely going to shout about it. So if Hello Games don't say that they reached peak all-time numbers, then they didn't. I'd imagine. There are some people who have done everything to keep your teeth clean and still have bad breath no matter what they do. I would say they're definitely going to be outliers. Because, like, genetics is going to be a thing and everything. But, I mean, there's always something you can do to sort that stuff out. Unless it's like an incurable disease. I don't believe gum disease is curable. But you can definitely... I believe you can mitigate it. So, like if there's something you can't do, I believe like a dentist could do some more stuff or whatever. You might not have the money for that, so that's a thing for sure. I think there's always something you can do. Worst comes to worst, if you have like if your teeth at the point that they're like falling out, at that point, probably going to be better that they do finish falling out, so there's nothing to rot and then cause you heart disease and stuff. I believe, like, I don't know if it's a correlation or a causation. There's like a big thing between like gum disease and heart disease and stuff, isn't there? And like lots of other issues. But that could just be correlation because the people aren't looking after themselves. I don't know. And again, that's statistics, that's not individuals, so... I feel like some people bring crazy Corvettes into the anomaly to crash systems. I mean, yeah, people are going to people. For sure. Right, switch from cut up. So, if you are listening, you have likely found our final log. I leave this trace as a memory of my fallen friends and a warning to others who may end up on our path. I cannot deny myself the vain hope that someone may find me, though I beg you, I do not follow. The haunting transmission ends. I notice the stranger has left behind an upgrade module in the aeration membrane. Take the upgrade module. Its installation history contains the serial number of its owner's starship. Perhaps that would follow. Beyla, do we have any of those installed? No, we don't. Cool. Then I'll definitely take that. These to the side, so we've got more access to those. Oh, maybe that should go in there. Although, actually, right, I'm pretty sure this isn't the best. Yeah, I can go there. We'll put the new one. Oh, we've got some fire ones as well. This is fire, bro. Oh my gosh, it's so fire. Oh. My impression of kids these days. Everything's so fire, bro. Doing some spring cleaning in my thingamadoodles. Oh crap! I did have those already. I mean, I don't have toxic there or radioactive. Oh, just give me. What did that give me? Oh, C class. Ooh. Ew. Oh my god, ew. Airburst. I guess I don't have one of those already. Oh, rocket tubes. A series of rocket tubes. Paralysis Matar. I think it's fire until it's actually fire, and then the screaming and crying. Yes. Some people bring crazy comment. And yes. I mean, that if it will. My god. Oh, that's not giving that. Oh, yeah, that one doesn't. I like totally forgot they were different, bro. Oh my god. Cool, anyway, we are set up with that. So, what's next? Oh, quests. Perform a scan. Ow. Oh, yeah, what's in this? There. I'll take the Feasadoodle. Guys can give you a blueprint you already have. Yeah, well, they definitely can't give you a thing you already have installed. But I was wondering if I had a packaged airburst engine from a previous expedition, which I have in my ship. But wait, first let's get the dig up the thing. I was thinking before I open them, I probably should have should have gone through all my package stuff to install what I haven't already got installed. Spin the chair, spin the chair. Ooh-loo-loo. There's another one, let's grab it while we're here. Can we even reach this one? Who's on the hill? We can! Huzzah! Oh, we just got nanites. Better than Newton, I suppose. Better than Newton. Better than Keats. That was terrible. Starship signal trait. Oh, it's on a different world. You'll find it. Oh, yeah. Someone else agree with me that Jason sounds like Big Gay Al from South Park. He didn't realise that I was like implying that he was Big Gay Al for like years until I explained it not too long ago. Because you might have heard, whenever he hears something and it's like good, it's like ooh, like he just has to say like ooh. So every time he did that, I would always reply with ooh, look off. And then he didn't realise that I was implying that he's Big Al. Yeah, he was surprised when I told him. Ooh. Yeah, whenever Jason goes, ooh, you'll do it now as well. Who's Jason? Oh, is that Jason Plays fella? He enjoys the ships and the glaive and the multi-tools. If you're trying to coach Jason out of lurk mode, try slagging off Sprite. Oh, that's easy. Sprite's shit, man. What the hell? Does he read? Is Sprite like his favourite drink or something? I thought he was a cool guy who liked Dr. Pepper or something. No, I hear he's just a sprightly young fella. Graceful. Yeah, I told you guys he has no taste. See, Jason's like a iceberg lattice. Lots of colour but no taste. He seems like it's charismatic, but there's no substance there. How far can I take this when he's not actually here? Before I get the meme. Bombs are flying, people are dying, the whole world's gone to hell. But how are you? I'm super. Oh yeah, what's going on? Super, thanks for asking. Don't you think I look it in this hat? I'm super, so very super. Don't you think I look good in this? Don't you think I look good in this hat? Nah, he's not lurking, or he'd have bitten. No, his fave is not Sprite. Oh, does he dislike Sprite then or something? What's the Sprite thing? I need to know now. You would have guessed a microwave hating Sprite drinker turned out to be a frothing degenerate, yeah. Damn it, what was that from? Frothing degenerate? I saw something recently. It's not... Is that from actual... Is that from Elden Ring? Who calls who a frothing degenerate? I'm trying to go in my head over all the stuff we've gone through. Is it Loretta? Not Loretta. You know, Bow Girl with the wolf. Dead wolf. Oh. Got a weird symbol again. Oh, Selen, yeah, you frothing degenerates. Yes, it's Selen when she's tied up in the basement in Weeping Peninsula. So, frothing degenerate is such a good little insult. So yeah, are we now saying that Jason's a frothing degenerate? Because that feels a bit harsh, honestly. I'm already asserting that he's like got no taste. I'll stand by that. Because he had Marmite by the spoonful and thought it tasted like nothing other than salt. It's like, how does your tongue exist after a spoon of... Oh, he likes mushrooms, does he? He likes mushrooms. Then that gives him some cool points again. Most of the crew are dead, only those of us already suited up when the asteroid hit survived initial decompression. We were lucky that the smaller starships were able to get clear before the hull imploded. None of our ships have hyperdrive capability. We should be able to retrieve the blueprints from the freighter's main databank, though it appears to have crashed in the deep ocean. Thankfully, we still have the plans for Nautilus. Beyla. Nice. Do but didn't do. Yeah, but have a root toot. Oh, didn't even have to do anything. Got to clear a good crash site all this dude. Maybe he leaked a lot of sandpaper as a child, or maybe his mum smoked whilst pregnant. Oh, fucking hell. Oh. When Jason's gonna pop, he's like, holy crap, guys, seriously, why? So mean. Accept and love him for him. That's what swimming gear is, and you're gonna drown in that skirt. Right, skirts are the best swimming gear. You can give the lads behind you a nice view. What's the next step? I've got to construct the Nautilus. Five metal plating, 4 crystal sulfide, and 10 times 10 salt. But you like a bit of salt, don't you? Dirty bit. Let's switch back to our ship before we lose it. Recently, hey, it shows where the recently boarded Corvette is. That's cool. I haven't seen that before, so if you've been on someone else's ship, I'll tell you where it is. I like it. I like it a lot. Ah, you lost it all. Johnny lost it all. Johnny lost it all. Oh, he lost it all. I was sniffing too much glue when building modules, ships and cars when he was a kid. Yes, that sounds like it. He was using cow glue, wasn't he? That stuff that my father had that in the garage. I remember because he specifically said, whatever you do, don't sniff that glue. It made me want to and was curious what it smelled like, but I never did. Because like he was like, it'll melt your brain. It was just like a big pot of this like super thick, I think it's glue that was made out of hoofs. But it's also the kind of stuff that's like solvent as fuck and would like melt your brain. Oh, no, you. Wait, why have I got aqua jets on this fucker? Damn it. Ah, I've landed now. Scooby's gotta do. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, we need some crystal sulfide. Crystal sulfide. Crystal. There's the sulfide in your face. Scuba-dee-ba-bim-ba-dee-ba-go. Gotta love the smell of a good solvent, though, haven't you? Gotta love it. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, actually. It's a joke, YouTube, it's a joke. The ship that was just out. Doobie's gotta do. Doo. Doobie's gotta do. Oop. Never mind for it. Pedal core. Hadle. Keep that Corey moving. Hadle, roll hard. Why is that still on the ship? Haven't I already owned that ship? So, is there another? There's another one, dude. It's really close by, fantastic. Wee, pee. It is gotta do. Talk about earworms. What about This Is the Song That Never Ends? I don't think I really know that. And you know what? I'm not going to look it up. So, fuck you. How about you? Suck my balls. Nah, that just makes me think of, I know, Thumb that'll get on, you know. Right, which of these dropped salt? You know what? When you don't want cytophosphate, it's fucking everywhere. I could just turn the chlorine into salt, I suppose. Or that has secondary salt. Secondary salt is worse than burst salt, though. Way worse. That's way worser. Let's start scoobing. Lamb chops play along. What? The hydrogen oxygen. Is the hydrogen oxygen give salt? What? Is that a thing? Oh crap. Don't hit. Oh shit, this could be bad. That could really kill me quickly if I'm not careful. Player event. So basically everyone like logging in at the same time to try and recreate like the peak all-time players online number. So for the 10th anniversary, as like a little thank you to HG, because then they'll be able to be like, highest numbers since launch, or even beating launch. That's the idea. That was Scooby's Got a Doob with the Gringo Twins. Try to break the HG upload server. Basically, yeah. You know the roll hard is the Clint Eastwood got his first acting career before he started to make the spaghetti western film. I've never seen Rawhide. My father used to watch it every Sunday though. I just used to hear rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those daggers moving. Rolling, 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 roll hard. Every Sunday when I wanted to watch TV. Oh, not damaging me, are they? They are. They're already hitting me. Oh crap. Fuck. Hey, dangerous fuckers then. Permadeath, I can't be too careful. Get the spookle. There's a 3 refinery in there anyway. I think we've got one in the... Oh yeah, because this is landed, so there's no beamer. But can I even get back up there? Die! First role was a lab aide in a B movie. Right, so... Scooby's got a doob. Scooby didn't do. Up, but up, but doo dooba ding dong day. It is Salt Hella. Dooby dooby doobin, roll hard. It's pretty shit exchange rate though. Let's get the chlorine. Of course, chlorine could be used with more Oxygeno Reggiano. But remember, if you're clicking on that one, you can access the things built on the Corvette as well from these. You can't access it on the... There's exosuit ship or everything, and everything includes the containers you have built on the Corvette. So I can access this here to make more chlorine. We're making hella chlorine, buddy. Wee-wee. Aeroscope then? Was that a bit of aeroscope? It might have been a little aeroscope, I think. He was uncredited in Revenge of the Creature, released in 1955. Scooby's got a doob. Scooby's got a doob. My friend, when Scooby's got a doob, you gotta get away there, buddy. It was a really good series I started watching. I only watched like the first or second episode at my brother's, with my brother and this one. I haven't carried it on, but I need to. I think it's called From. Yeah, it's called From. It's really good. like, I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes of it, but I friggin' loved what it was. It's super brutal, like it's a proper horror series. But it stars the dude from Lost. You can bring it. That's not a great image of him. This guy, he was the guy on Lost who had, he had his son called Michael with him on the island. There were a lot of dudes. Well, that's why I've explained which one. Fire Knight, cheeky little gobshite. Everyone tell Fire Knight what a cheeky little gobshite is. Walt, there we go. Yeah, Walt. So yeah, he's good seeming, and he's a good actor, man. It's like, but it's a really interesting series. I haven't read up anything about it, but like what I've seen so far is really cool. A very quick, brief synopsis. It doesn't really have any spoilers in it. It's about a town that is cut off from the rest of our dimension, I guess. People occasionally arrive in the town, but it is impossible to leave the town. If you travel down the road, you'll eventually just come back to the town. At night, there are some kind of demon spirit things outside. And you are only safe if you are indoors in a sealed house with this specific talisman. So if you... Basically, these demon spirit things will try and do their best to talk you into letting them in. At which point, they will not just kill you, they will brutally torture you for hours and then kill you. Even children. It's dark as fuck, man. So like, yeah. I won't say any more. I'd recommend giving it a shot if you like that kind of thing. It's pretty gory as well, so it's got some like dead bodies in it are like clearly tortured and brutalized dead bodies. It's pretty fucked up shit. Yeah. I recommend it. It's called From. Just the word From, F-R-O-M. I believe... Is it on Prime Video? It'll say on things like it. Yeah, Amazon. It's an... Oh no, Now TV? So maybe it's... It could be... what's that one that did... HBO. Could be HBO. Where to watch? Okay, it's available for me in the UK. It's available on Now TV, which is basically Sky, which also has HBO and stuff like that through there. YouTube, Amazon Prime, and Apple TV. I think it's a Prime thing then. Yeah, I recommend it. It's good. I liked a couple first seasons. Last season kind of dragging it out. Could be... But I still recommend it. Cool. Yeah, obviously, I don't go any further than that, obviously, yeah. But I appreciate you not doing any spoilers or anything. But yeah, I definitely want to... I want to keep watching it. It's just interesting. It's creepy and good. Ah, okay. Not again. Right, we can finally build the thing now. Cuba's gotta do. Cuba's gotta do. And the scuba troop. Doob. Why can we be no handlebars? No handlebars. You shut your mouth, Devin. I can scoot my do with no handlebars. Look at me. To be alive in such a for not to be American. song there is. By Flowbots. The main actor played Augustus Hill in Oz. I like his act. Augustus Hill. Are we on about the same guy? The guy who's like played Walt in Lost and stuff. Augustus Hill. I never watched Oz. Well, I know what happens to the character already. Thanks, Google, for your autofill. Oh yeah, same guy, yeah. Oh yeah! Yeah, he was in a wheelchair, yeah, okay, actually, like, because I've never seen Oz, but I've seen, like, in my youth, I passed the TV when it was on and saw him in that wheelchair. Yeah, I've never connected the two actors. One of my favourite TV shows is Red Dwarf. Yeah, Red Dwarf's good. Oh, right, so we need fuel in the Humboldt drive. We need fuel in the Humboldt drive. Boom, 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 boom. Had thermal fuel, bitch. Bit of carbones. Little bit of carbones. For your all carbon. For the place. All carbon all over the place. Do. Bottle car. Okay. Is that a bunch of smoke? Reach shit from inside the friggin' ship. Oh, it's just under that. Hey, there we go. Is Kabukicho really dangerous at night? It depends who you are. I would say, I don't think it is as much anymore. So I felt no fear. I walked there without knowing where it was. I only realised where it was when a probable guy working for a Yakuza showed me a bunch of naked women on his phone and asked me if I wanted to enjoy myself with them. And then looked around and saw a load of like big screens with scantily clad women and stuff. Like, oh, I'm there. It's like walking down, because I randomly walked in a direction from Shibuya Station. Was it Shinjuku? One of them. I can't remember at this point. I think it's Shinjuku. I just walked out the station. I was looking for a smoking area. Yeah, Shinjuku. I was looking for a smoking area, looked on the map, so I had to go down this alley around the station to the smoking area. Once I had my vape and stuff, I then just saw like those screens and stuff with advertising stuff, and it just looked like, oh, in that direction there's loads of lights and it looks kind of cool. So I went down the street, carried on going down the street, loads of bars and stuff either side. At the bottom of the street was where I bumped into that probable Yakuza guy. Or I don't know if he was Yakuza, I think he was just someone who was working for them, like tout for him. Because he wasn't like dressed. He was just an older guy, like, you know, prime of his life guy with a scraggly beard and stuff. And I can't remember. I saw a lot of students there. Like, I think there was a cinema at the bottom of the street, maybe. There's loads of students hanging out there. Or am I mixing that up with another place? No, I think it was there. I don't think there was anything dodgy about that. I think it's just not that dangerous a place anymore. I think like 10 years ago, there used to be like gunfights with Yakuza there sometimes and stuff. I don't know if that still happens. But even then it was rare, I believe, so. Okay, not up to the gangster scene. Not up on the gangster scene. Triad is Chinese, not Japan. Oh, yeah, Triad is Chinese. Is dangerous for clueless tourist. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's agreed, yeah, because like that's the place where if you listen to touts and stuff, Like, if I'd gone with that guy, there's a chance I would have been robbed. Or, like, coerced into spending a hell of a lot of money and stuff. I read that Yakuza is dying out and Tokuryu is... Tokuryu. I have no idea what Toku means. Isn't it Ryu Dragon? Is that like something dragon or something? Like a new mafia? I've no idea. I've never heard of this. So yeah, the guy's probably a part-time speaking. Yeah, that's a kind of thing I assume. He couldn't speak very good English. It was very broken, but like I think he literally just said, "You want sex?" and then just like point to his phone, and then just come with me type thing. I'm like, I'm good. Oh, they were very attractive on his phone. If I had to pick only 2 shows to watch on Deserted Island, it would be Doctor Who and Red Dwarf. Neither would be for me, I don't know. Snoozer. Well, I was just thinking, is it death by Snoozer? Oh yeah, Snoozer itself doesn't imply death is coming. Drama. Right. Nice. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, the dangerous part in that and like Golden Guy and stuff, I think Golden Guy anyway, when basically just in general, don't like go with touts on the street. If someone is trying to bring you into their bar, just don't. If you want to find somewhere via reputation online, I guess. Even better, know someone there who will show you to like a good bar or something, or bars. The really dangerous ones are the ones where you follow a tout. They could go as far as drugging your drinks. You then wake up with a massive bill. Like this happened to many tourists. They wake up and they have a $6,000 bill that if they don't pay, they're not being allowed out. And the police won't really do anything because they're like, well, you kind of got yourself into a situation. It's really fucked up. That's the dangerous stuff. Solicitors offering are probably scams. Yeah, taking all of the money and offering nothing in return. Pretty much, yeah. Like, I would pick something that I am able to watch over and over for no matter how many episodes show you have. End up watching them over. Yeah. Wake up in a bathtub full of ice and a kidney missing. Well, that would be fun. At least you still wake up with all the organs. That's a plus. Yeah. So yeah, it's just I think as long as you're not too trusting and naive, you're probably fine. If you're someone who kind of caves to people like adding pressure to you, then never go there alone. But that's the same with like any, like Kabukicho is a red light district, so you know it's like don't go if you're very malleable as a person, don't go to the one near the one in Amsterdam either, because that's kind of, I believe that's somewhat, or used to be ran by like a biker gang and stuff. Just go in groups. Yeah. Bring a local. Yes, definitely. Having a local is definitely the way. They can order your drinks there. If a local who is clearly a local is about, you're probably not going to be targeted because they'll know that, you know, you're not going to get away with it. Probably choose One Piece, and there's no way I'm going to get through all those episodes in my lifetime otherwise. Yeah, it's over 1,000 episodes of One Piece, isn't it? Can I build any more? Oh, I can. Storm crystal, well, balls. I might have storm crystals in my ship. Or Cyclops scope. Well, I have that stuff in my ship to build it, but don't wait for my ship. Wait, what the? Change the mission. Oh, it's not Starbirth. Probably choose to do this. But yeah, anyway, when I realised where I was, it's like, well, if I'm gonna get accosted by these guys, text or whatever, I just carried on exploring. I did the direction I went exploring. I did end up just going past about 50 different bloody host clubs. That's the thing. The surprising thing was it was almost all host clubs, not hostess clubs. That was the interesting one. There was way more host than hostess. You're saying, what vapes do you enjoy? Advice and flavours. I haven't vaped in a year now. This is a Foom. This is that thing has a little bit of peppermint oil on, which I add on every like month or something. It just has a very slight flavour of peppermint because it's like the peppermint oil. I haven't had nicotine for over a year now, so but my all-day vape used to be Heisenberg, which is really nice flavour. It's like a kind of berry menthol with a touch of aniseed. I used to love that. I don't do anything that I feel like someone wants me to do something for. I'm thinking what's catch for them wanting me to. Yeah, generally, yeah. Like no one's trying to get you to do something like for no reason. One thing I was gutted. I never went to Harajuku. I know, like. Part of the reason why is because it's all clothes shops and coffee shops, isn't it? As far as I know. But it's also like it's the hip cool scene where like I don't know, just interesting fashion stuff and whatnot. Like I definitely wouldn't have minded going for a good coffee there. But like I just never end up having time going to other places. That's the thing. I mean, a week isn't enough to explore Tokyo. Not at all. Especially if you like relaxed exploring like me. I'm not the kind of person who likes going to multiple places a day. I'm like, right, today I'm going to Ikebukuro. And I spent the day there exploring, found the Pokemon store randomly. That's cool. But they don't allow Sage in the cool section. Well, how about you go suck a dick there, boy? Just a big old penis. Oh, they are there, son of a bitch. Motherfucker, don't want to die on this bloody permanent. Oof. Get the other ones around before I go inside. I thought there used to be two on each side before, but they're lowered that. Right, Bosh. Despite the decay of the station's mainframe remains functional, the records have clearly been accessed by whoever came here before. The last entry is a download of a high-powered solar unit. Nice. But there is something strange. The timestamps have been purged, and there is no way to tell how long ago the crew was out. Was this place on land when it was last visited? The horrors that lurked outside must surely have come after. But what drew them here? Unless... It was Skibbity. It was Skibbity who drew them here. Bastard. So have I got to build that to carry on? I do. In that case, it's called the ship. You can land here. Land, you sausage. Wah, ha, ha. Oh, you son of a... What, it didn't go solid? All the ladies complain about. Oh, son of a... There we go. Ooh. Sweet, I can still reach it. So I need 3 solar mirrors, 3 wiring limbs. What else? So 60 magnetized ferrite, 3 storm crystal store microprocessors. Some crystals in here. Yep. 60 magnetized ferrite would be in here. Son of a biscuit. You son of a biscuit, bitch. Look at you. Oh, well, it's giving it me now. It's an active ass bitch, ain't it? Right in the penis. I'll hit you right in the penis. And there's nothing else. Sweet. That's all I have to do. Bombardier. Oh yeah, so it's rechargeable maybe? Oh. Bum bum dum dum. Like a solid ramp set. I should, yeah. That was it. That was I chose. It was my choice, and there we are. I chose that ramp would be impossible to, would be no clip. It was my choice, and there we are. It's as simple as that. I wonder if anyone in chat will get who I'm referencing with that. Look, my ship looks so cool, just hovering with the wall. Yeah, boy. So, what's next? Muglin Plums. Is that... Do Sunken Wrecks. Scooby-dee-doo, scabba-dee-woo, scooby-dee-doo, labba-dee-dee-doo. Whoa, that's way too far. Let's take everyone to the same planet. I don't think so. No. It's Dreams of the Deep. I went to Clopelly Reed, the system from the Swarm Expedition, because I've built a base here, and then changed this as the location to do the questing. The Dreams of the Deep. Oh, Starbirth does though. Starbirth was stuck on the thing, so we're doing Dreams of the Deep as well now. That's too far away. Much too far away. Oh, wow, we're already quarter an hour past 3 hours. Holy crap, man. Time's just flying by, baby. We just got a first living seed. Congrats. People don't usually call it getting your first living seed, but that's a joke. Hullabaloo. Oh, I now want to play Quagmire. There's an old game on the PC called Quagmire. It was really good. Blue. So gently. And yeah, no giggity at all, no doubt, baby. No giggity, no doubt. Yeah, it was a game called Quagmire, and like it was about like a robot thing. It's a 2D robot game. Quagmire game PC. If you're looking for Quagmire on PC, it refers to the 1993 classic Macintosh puzzle platformer created by Tony Small, though it was never natively released for Windows PC. Oh, so it's a Mac game. It requires vintage Mac emulator like Basilisk 2 to run. Oh crap, okay. Oh, I really want to play that now. Quagmire 1.7 Workshop. Someone remade it on Steam. No, that's Family Guy Quagmire. That was a game of my childhood. Yeah, same, man. Oh no, unless you mean Dungeon Keeper 3. I recently found there is a remake for Dungeon Keeper 3 where oh, that's cool. Who saw the advantages Corvettes versus normal ships now and vice versa when you use what type? Honestly, Corvettes kind of just have the main like one to use these days. Like they're just better because you can do more stuff in them. I can't think of any. I think there might be one or two reasons why you'd want to use the normal one, but where the hell is the thing gone? It's still on there. It's making me do it. Scan again now. Better give me the one I'm next to. There, yeah. Pardon anymore. All done. He said, "Pardon him what? Pardon." He said, "Pardon him." I like my ship not taking up more than a third of the screen when flying third person. That's a reason, sure. You dabble in space sims like Elite and X4? No, I've never played any of those. Not any particular reason why. Well, other than I just haven't had time to play games like that. I'm very much a focus on the game at hand, like we said. Oh. I wouldn't mind seeing a modern version of Death Trap Dungeon. They could make it way more complex to navigate. Harrier Attack was a good one as well. That was on the Amstrad. The Amstrad, that's a crate. I don't even know how that friggin' works. Well, actually, think about it. It just must load everything in memory. So, the Amstrad was the main computer was just a big screen and a keyboard. The keyboard had a cassette player in it, and the games that you had for the Amstrad, you put the game cassette into it, and it just played the game off the ribbon. I have no idea how. I'm guessing just it loaded the code off the ribbon and then you played on that. I don't know, but there was no such thing as save games for it. Cockpit is pristine, devoid of damage, save for that caused by the deceased pilot's impact against the control panel. Its data banks, however, looked as if they could be brought back online. Lights intermittently flash around me. Some systems clearly remain operative, one of which appears to be a sophisticated security center and camera array. Only one data bank is accessible. Thankfully, it's useful. Alright. So that seems like the just a normal blueprint we get from these. I need to look for another one now. Let's look at Rex this time. Whee! So how far away is that? Pretty close. Wow. Still 5 minutes, so it's not that close. I spent 30 quid on Path of Exile 2. That was same for Light No Fire. Is it good? I mean, you've probably got a good bit of time before Light No Fire comes out, so. Go Runyo, good hand. Please catch you later, John man. Awesome hand, you dude. Hope there's a Light No Fire answer soon. Yeah, I think there might be like. Might say something thing. I don't think it'll be a big thing towards Light No Fire on the anniversary for No Man's Sky, just because one will overshadow the other. So. Boom. Boom, boom. Sunken, wrecked, duked. Well, it's a wreck that's sunken and not very good. It's a sunken wreck detected. It's a wrecker detected. It's a wreck detected anymore. Sunken detected. This would be a cool looking spot, actually. It's a sunken wreck detected. It's a wrecker detected. You a whore. Log. Breach event. Located the wreck with the ship's computer. It was a washout. We salvaged what supplies we could and left. I don't want to be nearby when the water eats through the reactor housing. Tidal patterns here are increasingly strange. The water has risen rapidly, but we are yet to see it ebb. We could return and salvage more when the water falls away. Survivors made it back to the wreck of the freighter, but moved on soon after. I will have to do the same if I'm to find them. Before I leave, I make one final search of the archives. There are no more clues, but I do locate blueprints for some aquatic construction modules. At least the journey was not in vain. I shut down the distress beacon. There is no one here to rescue. Hello! Parts, baby. Well, we got parts for Gotham City. Got them parts and shit. Mini. May as well do it back. Whee. I've been thinking about Line of Fire. If it's on one planet, then you're going to get players forming nations, and staking out territory and border agreements could get interesting when two empires meet. Yeah, hopefully it will be possible to do something around that. Cool. I have to call the US something different. The Union of Allied... The UAT. The Union of Allied Tribes. The UAT. Welcome to the UAT. Doesn't that sound like a little bit like, reminds you of an UTI? No, it doesn't. Well, it does, but no. Like Starborn Systems looking like a penis when it's supposed to be a hammer. Right, thank you fine folk for hanging out. We're going to end it here. Gone a bit later than we normally do. Let's see who's on to Raider Rooney, the Worldwide Bunny League. Worldwide Bunny League. Right in the bunny. We're not gonna take it. No, we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. Let's raid Train, who's got Scrap Mechanic on the oh god. So Scrap Mechanic on the Twitch and on the YouTubes. Let's raid. Is there anyone to raid? Doopy doopy doo. Yeah, Alexichek is playing Icarus. So let's raid. Well, he might still be scheduled. Not sure if he's live yet. Anyway, thanks guys. Have an awesome one, and there'll be at least a short tomorrow. Hopefully a video shortly after. Then stream on Tuesday and Thursday will be Elden Ring because we've had nothing from Mr. Sean. Everyone is looking at. Oh wow, even more is saying the 5th of August now. So yeah, I agree that it's most likely 12th, potentially 5th in second place, 19th after. So I'm sort of close to the poll results down that poll. Yeah, thank you everyone. Remember the event on 9th of August, it's in the pinned comment. Have an awesome one. I'll catch you later. Peace. We're not gonna take it.
You just have to remember to go pick up your poop.